Yippee! How excited am I to play this game? I have no idea. I am already traumatized from Canto 1 God. Let's see. Anyway, hi, hello. Oh god, zoom is so quick, hi. I will probably be reading most of this. I don't know if my PNG tuber is gonna stay though, because I'm not sure if it's gonna be in the way of the text or not. I'll be reading them now. Hell. I'm just gonna be doing the story here, I guess. So I don't know what else to do here. By the way, do not question my current build set. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. Oh wait, I'm supposed to read this. Right. I do know Art Knight, yeah, but I never really like try playing it. Actually, let me move this chat, it's kinda in the way. You guys can go here, I guess. Really? Wait, that's interesting. Okay, let me. Okay. I can't believe I have to read this. The bus wasn't all that lively. I could hear. I'm gonna skip some of this text, by the way. I could hear Rodya's occasional quips or hit clips starting pointless quarrels with someone. Probably don't. I don't know how to read the name. Or Sinclair. And no, I don't want any spoiler, thanks. And Ryosu's demanding a source of heat to light her cigarette, having run out of lighter fluid. Amidst the gripes and disorder, Gregor was pretty much the only listener I could rely on to willingly turn the mood around. I don't think so. But now he was one of the quietest. He was staring out the window, seemingly lost in deep thought. One thing was for sure, if anyone were to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it'd be Virgilius. Which Canto is gambling? This one? I'm still very new to the story, so now God, okay. The road to the Golden Boat was an awfully arduous one. Is that how you read it? Putting us on the brink of death, and some past that several times, not to mention the occasions when we almost ended up unemployed. Yet Virgilius refused to see from our perspective. Given the circumstances, it's only natural for our sinners to be palpably disgruntled. Tired of the silent treatment, Ishmael spoke up.
이제 다음 장소는 어디인지 정도는 말해줘야 되는 거 아닌가요?
Couldn't you tell me where our next destination is now, at least? Oh, sorry about that. I was wondering whether briefing the mission to you miscreants would be worth the effort.
나 서운해지려고 해. 기대에 못 미치는
I just realized I forgot to bring water here. I'm gonna need them so much for today. Frick. Nah, I can get them later. Ah, you're hurting me with your cold soldier. Don't you know that kid's falling behind it more love? And let me plead you not to embarrass me this time. I should not want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for a picnic. Oh. 60 seconds, that's crazy. I have high hopes for you in particular, Rodion. You might just make a good guy for this tour.
내가 대단하다는
Huh?
건 알고
I know I'm a
있지만
big deal, but I don't think I can be a guide for a place I don't know.
걱정 마.
No worries, we're heading to a location you should be more than familiar with. Interesting.
돈에 잠길 수도
A nest of
말라 죽을 수도 있는 환락의
hedonism? Where you can drown in money or be drained of everything you have. Oh, I see.
제이사다.
J Corps. I have no idea. I see so many corporations here. I have no idea which one's which. Great, even Rotia has gone quiet now.
뭐 이참에 한탕 두둑하게 챙겨보는 것도 나쁘지 않겠지.
I can't tell if Zumi can hear me right now because of the ad or not, but like, yeah, I add a new bot, so so I know when you guys are stuck in an ad or something. Cause I have ads now. Damn it. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad to win big while we're at it.
야, 도착하면 아무나
Oh, someone wake me up when we're there.
공교롭게도 이번엔
Coincidentally,
지구까지
the bus will
모셔다
be
주지 못하게 되었습니다.
unable to take you right to the branch building this time. This time, dear passenger.
카론 정차.
Karen Parket.
카론
Karen?
정차가 뭐야?
What's park? Really?
멈추란 뜻이다.
It means stop.
빨간색. 카론이 맛없어.
Stops are red. Red tastes bad to Karen. Good to know. Grumbling, Karen hit the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first into the seats ahead and flinging the others off theirs. Alright, bro. I was so force powerless against the inertia. A cacophony of complaints and shouts erupted. Although I didn't get to hear the sinners' ramblings in clear detail, I'm willing to bet a good half of them were profanities, so maybe I'm better off not knowing.
힘이 넘치는 건 좋군.
Good to see you all full of energy. Now out.
목적지까지는 한참 남았던데. 아, 택시를 불러줄 건가요?
The destination still seems rather far. Will you call a taxi for us?
파우스트 씨가 자세히 설명해주겠지만
As Miss Foss will explain in detail, this mission is going to be quite different from our last Dante. Also, by the way, you guys are free to tell me if you guys can hear my voice.
왜냐하면 이번엔 황금가지를 탈환해야 할 곳은
This is because the location of the Golden Ball
카지노에
is in the underground of casino. Oh God!
설마
Do you mean to tell us that it's among the brightly lit buildings standing at the center of that street?
그래.
That's right, it's one of
저것도
those.
중 하나다.
Ah, Lord.
지난번 잠입했던 로보토미 지부는 오랫동안
Haha, gambling.
곳이었죠.
The lobotomy branch facility we infiltrated last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while.
그럼
So you mean that
경우였다는
that was
뜻인가요?
the exception?
이렇게 보면
See,
머리를
it's times like
굴릴
this
직원이 없는 것도 아닌데
That remind me our team doesn't necessarily lack critical thinkers. It really does make me wonder how you managed to blunder your previous mission even more. Damn, Musash, what you want?
황금가지는 많은 기술이 응축된 강력한 에너지원이다.
The Golden Bot is a potent energy source holding the essence of many technological marvels.
강한 에너지는 자연스럽게 돈과
Such faults of
사람들을 끌어오고
energy will attract lots of wealth and people, and in no time a whole civilization is built on top of it.
그렇기에 이후로
Therefore, it's likely that future destinations will have been occupied by other factions and their structures, which in turn indicates that we should be prepared to visit a wide variety of venues in addition to this casino.
처음 임무는 비교적 쉬운 편이었다는 뜻이기도
It also
하지.
means that your first mission was a relatively easy one, yet you somehow snatched defeat from the wide open mouth of success. Does he usually hold grudges that long?
모르지.
Don't ask
안테나
me.
우리나 봤던
We haven't
기억이
known him
차이가
much longer than you have. Me?
뭐라 그랬지?
What's he say again? Something like, "Welcome to Limbus Company. I'm your guide, Virgilius," and all that.
베르길리우스라고 하지. 방금 되게 잘 따라하지 않았어?
Pretty good impression, wasn't it?
그러고 보니 무게를 엄청 잡긴 했지.
You got his authoritative tone down to a T. I'll give you that. I had to hold myself back from asking if I could resign right after joining. I get the feeling the rest of you thought the same.
무슨 소리요? 그것은 역사적인 날이었지.
Her dialogue is gonna be a pain in the ass to read.
부름을 받는다는 건 정말이지 영광스러운.
Nonsense. That was a day to go down in history, beckoned by the right gaze himself. Truly, there is no honor greater than a color addressing your. I guess he does have a fan after all. True that. That laugh was not scripted. With their spirits lifted, Rodya and Gregor began to chuckle.
다들 말이
That's more talking than necessary. I really do not wish for there to be impetus behind a third rule for this bus ride. Oh god, hi Ryan.
아, 그 직원들끼리 상사 욕 좀 할 수 있지. 되게 째째하네.
Hello there. How are we doing? Come on, give the employees some room to badmouth their boss. You're being totally petty. Next time, do it out of earshot. Alexa, basta. Damn it. My Alexa freaking turn on, what the frick. Next time, do it out of earshot. I'm more fragile than I look, you see. Right, time to get up and at it. I should hope you come back with the golden bot in your hands this time. And if we bugger it twice, who knows? Sharon might suddenly forget what button to press to open the door for you. Button red yucky color.
이것은 미친.
You're one duff.
네, 뭐
네, 뭐
What that means?
내리자 머저리들이란 뜻이다.
Shorthand for useless idiotic travelers going abscond now. Good to know. He articulated Ryoshu insult swelling up in his throat, only to then expel a loud sigh. He resigned Oh god, I can never read this fucking word. Uncharacteristically, as if he came to the realization that killing her wouldn't solve anything, and I would suffer again. My throat is already suffering. What, you wanna see my sinners? Fine, here. Do not question the favoritism here, if you notice it. I'm still trying to figure out wait. No, not that one. Trying to figure out what setup I should choose here, because I don't really have that much. Decent enough. I mean, Ishmael currently is the only one that deals the most damage, and it's glaringly obvious. Who is Yi-sang again? Damn it. Oh, her. Listen, I forgot all of the characters' name right now. So remain with the LBC, alright. LCV, I mean. Alright, well. I forgot that this team is kind of fucked up right now.
고래를 향해.
I think that's him.
우와, 기대되네요.
Should I really follow? You know what? Hell.
저를요? 최선은 다해볼게.
최선은 다해볼게.
I don't know how to build this team, by the way. Shit, what the fuck is that again? Oh wait, hard.
즉시
Damn it.
출격하겠습니다. 이 오티스 참전합니다.
To be honest, I feel like Ismail probably can murder them just in one shot. That's what happened yesterday. Allow me to give a rundown of the plan. Our primary objective is to infiltrate the casino unsuspected. It will be critical for the successful recovery of the golden ball.
저희가 알아낸 정보에 의하면
According to the information we've acquired, the casino has 3
일반
entrances.
손님들이 출입하는 문과 VIP들만 이용 가능한 전용 통로,
Technically, yes.
마지막으로는 직원들이 이용하는 뒷문.
One for ordinary visitors, one reserved for VIPs, and lastly the back door used by employees.
저희는 각
We'll
입구에
split
한 줄씩
into 3 groups of 4 sinners to cover its entrance. 4 of us will disguise as
VIP 손님으로 위장한 후 흩어져서 출입.
how do you read that? Croupiers. 4 will pose as guests and 4 will play the role of VIPs.
확실히
Working in smaller groups will certainly draw less attention.
무리짓는 것보단 흩어지는 것이 적당하오.
It is wiser to divide rather than unite.
누가 어떤
Open the
역할을
envelopes
할지
I gave out to confirm the role you've been assigned.
그리고 이번
Also, the
작전에서도
higher-ups
황금까지 다
expressed concern over our performance.
앞으로의 계획에
They stress that the company's future
윗선의 우려가
plans
있었어.
hinge on whether we can retrieve the golden ball through this operation.
그래서 이번엔 합동 작전으로
Therefore, we will collaborate on a joint operation.
보다 전문적이고 노련한 이들로 이루어진
Our partner is a special
특수
forces unit consisting of professionals and veterans.
지금은
I believe they are now
클리어 부서라고 불리던가요?
monikered the LCC is short for Limbus Company Clearance Department. Rest assured that they are our bearers, at least in espionage operation.
이미 이 정도로도 충분히
I thought 12
많다고
people was
생각합니다.
already a crowd.
숫자가 중요한 게 아니라
Guess someone finally realized that more isn't always merrier.
우와, 다른 부서를 보는 건 처음이네요.
Saying the word Wowzer is crazy in here. Wowzer, I haven't met staff from other teams before. Just where could they be? Honglu looked around, expecting Foss to bring them forward for interaction any seconds. Needless to say, no one showed up like he expected.
전당포로 갑니다.
I should probably get water now. Give me 1 second. I forgot to supply myself with water. I'm back. How's the date going? You're going on a date now? Oh my god. Did I read this already? I don't remember. Damn. We'll be heading to the pawn shop.
요새도 그런 가게들이
Is
있나?
pawning still a thing these days?
이곳은 전당포의 거리라고도 불릴 만큼
We're in the so-called
전당포를 겸하고 있어요.
damn it. Yeah, I was asking Ryan. Crazy. Funny pulled some pages, it seems. Okay, I'm kidding. We're in the so-called pawnbrokers avenue. Most businesses double as pawn shops here.
저 가게가
That place is our rendezvous.
들어가죠.
Let's head inside. I have never used two of the ano here, so I'm gonna be quite the okay. Alright.
좋아, 간다.
You're still in the talking phase. That's still something awful.
좋아, 간다.
기세가 순조로운 저 좋은 전략은 공격의 기회 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
I will warn you all. Ishmael yaps a lot. You both say win rate, but okay, fine. I barely ever use that thing. I just do it by hand.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
She's a crazy yapper
너무 우르르 들어오는 거
in his
아니야?
identity.
가뜩이나 좁아 터진 가게구만.
I am claiming Ishmael. You guys back off. And yet, too many visitors at once. The shop's cramped as is.
그럼 불어볼 거요?
You'll prefer your luck of the draw from trumps or mahjong. I don't remember how to read that. I swear I used to play that game as well back then when I was little. As we entered the shop, we were met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker.
저게 뭐라는 거냐?
She looks sick as hell. I agree with Zumi. What's that blighter on about? Am I the only one here who read up on Nas J?
떠나기 전에
Virgilius gave us a pamphlet to pursue before we left.
뭐 표지 정도는 봤던 것 같기도 하고.
Well, I think I remember glancing at the cover.
이곳에서는
Here, you'll get a loan different amounts depending on your fortune for the day.
대복이면 값을 더 치러주겠지만 흉에 가까워질수록
Oh wait, I know this thing. I know this great boon. Oh god. Oh my god, hello there. I almost thought that was Zumi for a split second. Hello there, King Bacon the Sixth. Ryan getting bullied for heading. I don't know how to read that. That is appreciated, honestly. Still, you draw a great boon. You get extra Good day. You get extra cash, while misfortune means far less than what the pawn is worth.
아, 그러고
That
보니
reminds me, our family had hired dedicated fortune tellers. They drew a greater boon for me in the divination they performed before I left.
암시한 거였나
That
봐.
must have been a sign that I would join all of you wonderful people on our journey.
와, 유복한 집에서 신선 노름이나.
Thank you, by the way, Bacon. You have a great day or night too.
운명으로 태어나길 기도해야겠네요.
Wow, really? So indulging in lofty leisure on your grain estate was your fated life. Maybe I should pray that I'm born that rich if there's an next time.
난 사양이야. 저런 놈들.
Please no spoilers. I wanna figure out their lore all by myself here. I'm good. It's well of folks like him that tend to play dirty.
그럴
You
수도
might be right.
있겠네요.
I didn't like to
저도 어렸을
get along with
때부터
my younger
제
sibling in
동생하고
childhood, always trying to
싫었던
cheat
것
and
같아요.
grouch
맨날
if things didn't go as
서
desired.
아니 내가 말한
No,
건
that's
그런
not
뜻이
what I was getting at.
다들 전 볼 거야 말 거야.
So you wanna get your fortune or not?
그런데
Forget about that. Do you people even have anything to pawn? I'm not seeing any wealth on ya. The pawnbroker glanced over at his sinner with a dubious look until his eyes landed on me. That clock head might be worth a good sum.
되긴 하겠군.
Why do I feel like everyone wants to murder my aunt?
예상하는데 영감?
How much do you think they sell for Alpha? Sorry, I am not for sale.
연락 받으셨을지 모르겠지만 저희는 림버스 컴퍼니 소속.
As you were likely contacted in advance, we are from Limbus Company and unfortunately neither the sinners nor the pawnbroker were paying any attention to Foss's words.
아, 이 손수건은 집 나올 때 가져왔던 건데요.
I did bring this handkerchief with me when I left home. A dragon embroidered on silk. That's some meticulous needlework, which might net,
이 정도면
let's see, 7 million?
그깟 천조각이
A
그렇게
crummy piece of
비싸다고?
cloth is worth that much? Have your eyes rolled out, old geezer?
뭐?
You don't recognize the value of this quality? Now I see.
그런
You're wearing a shabby ring, like it's a true treasure.
뭐라고 했냐?
False being ignored.
잠깐 비켜봐. 야, 야.
What did Star's dying. What did you just say?
아우 시끄러.
Jeez, cut it out. Don't say it. Please shut them up.
걱정했잖아요.
You had us worried, Foss. Amidst the chaos, a most gentle voice softly landed on my ears.
보기로 한 시간은 4시였는데.
We were meant to meet each other at 4, but 15 minutes had passed already. Surely you couldn't have forgotten how to read the clock, right?
네.
Certainly not.
버스를 운전할
There was
때
a little I could do to alter the driver of the bus.
아하. 그래서 이런
So you're taking a clock person with you to help with time, I suppose. They didn't come with an alarm. With an alarm. The gentle voice was soon followed by one that didn't even attempt to hide their disdain. Come on, that's a little harsh. Let's try to leave better first impressions. I know my voice won't be heard by anyone other than the sinners, but I still can't help but get upset at rude remarks.
너야.
Oh, so it was you. You guys are the team that botched the golden boat retrieval last time.
도시에서 손꼽힌다는
Folks had high expectations for your team. What with some of the smartest people in the city being on it?
어쩐지 파우스트 표정이
No wonder.
계속
Miss
안
Foss wasn't
좋았던
looking
건데
very pleased.
제 표정은 항상 동일했어요.
My face has remained constant.
야, 너 왜 가만히 있어?
What are you standing around for? Go on. This fellow here is also the brainy sort. Don't brush him off. Heathcliff gives Yi Sang a sideway glance, but what he got in response was lukewarm.
그저 무의미한 자랑이기 때문이요.
Quick tips to gamble, don't gamble until the collab is out. I mean, I guess I'll try. The question is the cartos are even is any good or not though. In terms of design and like what? Oh dear God, I have to look at that later then. I shall not, as thou be a hollow bone.
너 지하에서만 해도 말 많지 않았냐?
You'll
왜
regret
갑자기
being poor later.
뜬금해진 거야?
I have like so many freaking chapters that I need to go through. I don't think I'm free. But there were a lot more talkative down there in the basement. Who are you and what did you do with Yusang?
본인은
I am and have always been whom I match in the mirror. Yep, forget it.
첫 번째 임무는
Our first mission was the vice with failure in mind.
계획자의 잠재력을 확인하는 시간이 필요했으니까.
We needed an opportunity to see what potential our sinners have.
그랬던 거였어?
Wait, it was?
처음부터 목표가
A plan whose purpose is to fail? That could hardly qualify as a proposal.
베르길리우스님은 어디 갔죠?
By the way, where is Virgilius? I agreed to assist with the operation mainly for a chance to get to see him.
그분도
He must have
쫓겨났겠지.
been embarrassed. Imagine accompanying people like
이라고
this.
생각해봐.
Is that why he dropped us so far away from the place? Because he was ashamed of us?
우리가 쪽팔려서?
Does anyone have a thing to say about us being belittled? Saving 20k.
그리고
That's
자기소개라도
okay, bro.
해야 잘난 척이든 허세든 의미 있어진다는 거 몰라요?
And won't all that boasting and bluffing not do much if we don't introduce ourselves first?
이번에 합동 작전을 하게 될 분들이에요. 림버스 컴퍼니 클리어 부서 ACC에서 오셨습니다.
These two will be our corporators for this mission. They're from the limbus company clearance department, also known as the LCC.
비포팀까지 붙여주시죠.
The before team of clearance,
이
please.
사람은 에피랍니다.
Please, how do you read that name? South, and this here is Ify. Ify.
뭐 우리가 박수라도 쳐줘야 되는 거.
What, are we supposed to clap or?
와 반가워.
Wonderful, it's a pleasure. Okay. Honglu was the only person on the team welcoming them with total sincerity. He almost even gave a standing ovation. A good half of the rest stared at the two with cold eyes and the others wary until introductions were finished.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시
I have so much of this thing at this point. Good luck. You know, the one thing that I like about this story at least is not as long as PGR's freaking story for now. Because that thing had me freaking dying
자, 이번 작전은
reading for an hour and
저희가 숟가락으로
I am not even done with the chapter.
걸려서 골고루 씹기만 하면 된답니다.
Now for this mission, we'll basically spoon-fed you everything. All you have to do is open wide and chew up your simple task.
여기 봉투에
Check the documents in this
확인하시고
envelope and do exactly precisely as the papers say. The way Sot drag out that vowels needled me a bit, but I decided not to argue. If my pronunciation is off, then can't do anything about it. Even if I did, the ticking of a clock would be all shit here.
뭐야? 말로는 공조라면서
There's
함께
not
생각은 전혀
a lot
안
of joining together
그냥
at all in
뒷공문이나
this
쫓아오라는
joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind.
자존심 상하.
This is insulting. Are they taking us for lovers or what?
관리자님, 이거 그대로 두고 봐.
She looks so pretty. Look, Marjorie, we've got to put our foot down and do as they say, I guess.
되겠네?
Huh?
얘네들이 준
The
문서
documents they gave us, they're flawless. What?
이것 봐요. 동선까지 전부 들어있어.
Look at this. It has routes drawn out and everything. It's been ages since I saw a plan this clear and meticulous. Oh no, break. Ad break. Surely this is certainly indicative of their knowledge in writing up proper plans of operations. I'm gonna continue reading, so I know you guys have already passed this chapter. This isn't to say that it holds a candle to the level of forethought you display manager. Convinced by Ismail's commendation, I opened the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. The goal could be summarized as the following. Reach the top of the floor of the casino. Reach the top floor of the casino. Whoops. The main reasons behind organizing this plan was the first prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers within the competition held on the top floor of the casino is the only way to gain access to the area with the golden ball. 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing this game of chance. Can I just say this place kinda reminds me of the library of whatever it was called, their other game. I won't be surprised if this is kind of this place. Of the 4, we will be using the name of the infamous. Okay, first of all, what the hell is that name? Secondly, why?
이름이 조직의 성격.
A name doesn't necessarily reflect the nature of an organization. That's a shallow prejudice. It is unideal for one to just to see things through the tinted lens that is biased. Right. Back to the plan. We'll disguise as the boss of the think tank gang and win that game of chance. Afterwards, we have to go to the underground floors where the golden bot lies. Leading up to the game, we'll use the items and clothing we can find in pawn shops to disguise as our given roles. Enter the casino and wait for the team on the top floor to win the game. That's about it for the outline of this plan, I think. Hey, wait a second. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player doesn't win?
혹시나 할 때를 대비해서 위조
We've
신분증
prepared fake identifications as well. It's just in case the casino security runs random inspections on visitors.
좋아. 다 좋은데.
Alright, that's all fun and dandy, but how do you plan to win once you're at the top floor?
우리의 복장을 보면
What do you think our outfits are for?
카지노 딜러로 자연스럽게 섞이기
We
위해
practiced for months to pass off as bona fide croupiers. Pasti don't know how to read that.
눈만 멀쩡히 달려 있어.
We'll give you good luck. The game is in your bag. All you need is a pair of functioning eyes. Effie mumbled to the last word to himself again while casting a sidelong scowl at our group. He's making it painfully obvious that he has no faith in us. And how are we gonna take the place of the think tank gang boss? We'll put sedatives in the food served at the casino. We already finished negotiating the details with the head chef. Sedatives. South and if you wink at each other, something like that. It was a gesture demonstrating that the two were ideal partners, able to tell each other's thoughts just from exchanging glances.
사장님, 지낼 때
Hey dear pawn broker,
물건들 좀
we'll be taking a look at the goods on showcase from here and there. From here to there.
예, 그러면요. 찬찬히 둘러보세요.
No, yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am. The pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdainful to kowtowing.
그럼 다들
Now that-
주차장에서 알맞은 물건을 가져가죠.
I know. I need to read, but my English pronunciation is that bad. I told you already. This is a good practice though, reading this at least, because I need to start talking for my exams this year, and I think I am fucked. I am allowing profanities for this streams only because it's on mature already, so I can do nothing about it. Now then, let's take what we need from the display.
우와, 이거 구프샷 디자이너가 제작했던 브로치죠.
Gupacha designer brooch? Is that how you read it?
이야, 이걸 알아보시는 분이 계실 줄이야. 저희 전당포에 대들 보입죠. 10개밖에 제작이 안 되어서 아마 부르는 게 가지.
Actually, I forgot. To be honest, if you guys want me to stop talking, then reading this, then that will be fine as well. But have fun keeping up the speed of me reading in my head, because I'm much faster up in my head than my mouth.
저희 집 강아지가 산책할 때마다 끼고 다니는 목줄 장식이었어요.
Eh,
다시 보니까
my dog used to
너무
have one of
반갑네요.
this on its collar. Whenever we took it out for walks, it's so nice to see something that brings back present memories.
나는 이 소가죽으로 만든
I'm done for this cowhide gloves. Whoever had them
아마 패션 센스가
must have been a fashionista.
봉투에 적혀 있는 대로 가져가세요. 각자 맡은 역할이 있답니다.
Please take items that suits what's written in the envelopes. You have roles to play.
이보시오. 내 봉투에는
Pardon, but the envelopes I have received says janitor. This must be an error of some sort.
좋아. 다 좋아.
Okay, it's good and all, but
돈은
do you have
어떻게 지불할 작전?
the money to pay for all of this? Worrying about spendings? Who do you think we are? Some low-rank
이 블랙 카드는
hirelings?
못 끊는
There's
게
nothing I can't
없어.
afford using this black card. No shit.
탄태. 어떻게
What's
된 거야?
this about? You told me we can't have prime beef because we don't have the budget.
수준 이상의 성과를
So the rumors were true that the teams with notable performance are given a company card with no spending limits. While everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the Harvard black card, a loud voice came from outside.
어이 할배. 오늘까지 자리세 내야 한다는 거 나만 아는 사실이었어?
Didn't I say a payment was due today? Someone who clearly belongs to a vicious syndicate entered the pawn shop.
한 번만
Please give me
도와주세요.
one more chance. I swear I'll have the money ready.
한 번? 할배, 덧셈도 못해? 지난번에도 똑같이 말했잖아.
One more, can't you do basic math? They said the same thing last time. Boss won't like me wasting precious time by teaching you kindergarten. Yeah, here.
저같이 힘없고 몸도 성치
I'm just a frail old man standing on doddering feet. There's really nothing you'll get out of shaking me down. Pleading with an overly loud voice, the pawnbroker looked at us. Me? Okay.
큰 소리를 치네.
You're talking back now? Yeah, go on. And get mad. I won't feel so guilty that way.
그래야 나도 죄책감이란 게 줄어들 것 같으니까.
In a way, he looked like he was. Oh lord. He looked like he was covertly begging us to help him based on his expression. I am not used to talking this much. And I feel like it's very freaking obvious. Because I'm always so silent. The sinner's attention was naturally drawn to the ongoing row.
여기 뭘 봐?
What are you looking at? You think I'm playing? Gee, that was sort of stereotypical. I didn't even get an urge to reply. Can't people be more creative about throwing taunts?
저희가 도와줘야 하는 거.
Shouldn't we help out, maybe? Unlike Ishmael, who scoffed at the goon, Sinclair anxiously glanced over.
답니다.
We have no choice. The back streets have their own rules and order. We aren't ones to disturb that complex web of their society.
우리 같은 외지인들이
Outsiders like us will only cause a bigger scene if we try to step in. Non-LCB ID later? I need to understand the mechanic first. Pleased by the sinners choosing to stay away, the goon continued with the extortion. If you ain't got money, why don't you pay our dues in that state instead?
몇 번이나 말했는데.
In that instead, prick. We keep telling you.
그것만은
Anything but that, please. Is it really okay to leave them be? Shall I settle the dispute for them so it does not bother you, manager?
그런데
What does that
그거라는 게 뭐지?
Towster mean by that, anyway?
이곳엔 돈보다
A currency more valuable than money exists in this district.
회사의
It's
특이점
well known that J-Corp's Singularity is a powerful security technology capable of locking anything.
하지만 그런 보안 기술을
What is
생겨나기
less known, however, is the extensive cultural and historical background of the backstreet of Nest J that lead to the Singularity's creation.
역사?
History. Are you seriously about to lecture us here and now? I was never told about any mandatory education when I joined this company. That is so fair. In spite of opposition, Boss went on with her explanation.
이곳에선 사람들이
Here, technology exists to extract wish power from people.
특이점으로 승인
Though it's not widely known outside this district since it didn't quite have the
대중적으로 알려지진 않았지만
generality to be recognized as a singularity.
일종의 운을 사고 파는 거예요.
In essence, it's processing luck into commodity that can be traded like a form of money.
이 소망력을
It brought forth the need for a way to stop others from forcibly extracting this wish power, leading to the creation of a security technology that ultimately developed into the singularity we know today.
야, 파우스트.
Gee, we phones must be tiring to having to teach these dunces in ways they can get it.
염두에 두고 있었던
It's fine. This was within my anticipated scenario.
그 말투 무진장 거슬.
I don't like the way you say that.
짜잔.
Come on now, get the items help with your disguises so we can leave. So it flagged the document full of scheduled plans to emphasize that we'd be busy.
우린 일개 회사원이지 정의를 위해 나서는 히어로가 아니잖아요.
We're salaried workers, not heroes fighting for justice. Wait, not that word. A bad feeling rushing through my head prompted me to count the sinners I could see. That does not align with a certain someone's beliefs. I don't like that this is quiet now. And it's one that would severely provoke her principles. Ismail seems to have noticed what I meant and hardly looked around.
남의 귀중품을 함부로 약탈하려 하다니. 필시 악인의 행동이라고밖에 볼 수 없다.
I forgot about her existence. Thou darest try to to pilfer the valuables of others. This behavior can only be seen as wholehearted villainy. No. Don't you give me notice now. Get out. But it was a moment too late. I still don't know how to read her name. I do not want to butcher her name. Hattori sprinted forward and was swinging her lance at the think tanger who grabbed the pawnbroker by the collar. Caught completely unaware, the gun was hit right on the head with the blunt side of her lance. Knocked out on the floor in a frisky swing, the painted gun became the center of attention for all of us inside the pawn shop for a solid minute. For your information, keeping the sinners in check is not part of my job description. That would be the job of this person here. Don't give me that. No. There's nothing in my abilities to keep her under control. I couldn't stop myself from defending my position even when I was aware that my voice wouldn't reach anyone besides the sinners. Oh well, it's not like my defense will make them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it. The pawnbroker was the only one caught by this turn of events.
아이고, 그놈 꼴 좋네요. 하지만 살짝 더 세게 내리쳤어도 좋았을 법했습니다.
Great work, ma'am. Served the hooligans right. But I'll say, you could have whooped them with a tad bit harder, maybe.
처단하는 건 상관없지만
Vergilius advised me that while I am free to deliver justice unto villains, I must do so without unduly involving irrelevance in our missions. Thus, I showed moderation. Her proud expression never looked so provoking. So you remember his words and still leap forward.
신념을 지켜야 하기에 어쩔 수 없었네. 부디 이해해주게나.
What took that a while though for her to react? Those necessary action to stay true to my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence.
그런데
Not to kill the mood, but that ruffian isn't actually dead, right?
영감.
I know you wanted her to get straight into wall of all sports.
그건 그렇지만
I did, but things would get fairly complicated if the
여러모로 복잡해지지 않습니까?
Euro Dubai, I don't know how to return. Showed up, you know.
유로집이?
Euro
걔네가 왜
Dubai.
여기에? 아니, 그보다 걔네 걱정을 왜 하는 거야?
What are you doing here? No, forget that. Why are you worrying about them?
아이고, 소식도
Not up to
들렸구만요.
the date with the news, are you, ma'am? They've been causing trouble here for months now.
그들도 악당인가?
Are they villains as well?
아유,
Oh, they're villains to us humble merchants for sure. They were going on about what was it? Roughing up greedy peddlers, keeping money to themselves and giving it to those who need it. Distributing something they say the redistribution of wealth.
아, 맞아요. 그거.
That's it, yes.
우리들이 무슨
Those scoundrels are robbing us
심지어 자기들이
poor saps of what little wealth we have, and they don't even do it.
시켜서 그러고 다니다니까요.
They don't even do the dirty works themselves. It's always the local brutes they send. Can you believe it?
하여간
Anywho, life has been hard for us because of those self-righteous bunches. Looks like they were here to find something at first, but all they do wish is squeeze some money out of us.
아, 근데 말이야.
Yeah, I just realized, should we take our leave now? More
들이닥칠지도 모르는데.
times from the gang might be coming this way. Seems like Roria deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I had little time to think about the implications. The gang member she knocked out began to flinch as though to get back up soon.
골치 아프게.
Hey, what a hassle. You're making the problem bigger than it has to be.
아이봐. 머핀과 소보를 했나?
Muffin and shovel.
말라고. 놀려 있는 게 전당포잖아.
Muffin and shovel was it? Don't be so tart now. There are plenty of pawn shops around here, right? We can always find a different. It's Effie and Salt. Please don't mistake our names for confection.
그리고 널려 있는 게 전당포라는 뜻은 다시 말해.
And your statement that there are plenty of pawn shops in the vicinity won't mean much.
이 소동을 눈치챈 모든 전당포가 곧 문을 닫을 거라는 소리를.
When we said pawn shop noticed the trouble happening here and close,
바보들한테 일일이 설명하기도 이제 지친다.
I'm getting tired of lecturing these idiots on every little thing. We should just leave. Right, that's right to leave. Someone wearing similar Tagish clothes to the one we just knocked out with a face that looked just as stormed into the shop.
어이, 영감.
Hey, Colgar, have you seen our... We screaming, just what's going on here? We did our best to pretend to be innocent. Our customers just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. However, in an unfortunate concurrence of events, the goon came back to senses.
어떤 새끼야?
Who did this? Tell me now.
내가 아주 사지를 찢어줄라.
That bean is gonna regret the day they grew stems. Over there, that red time. Me? Too ambiguous for me. Oh wait, I forgot. I read that in my head. The direction that finger was pointing was simply too ambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. Plus, there's no point in denying that I was meant by red handpost, as I'm sure that there will be literally no one else matching that description in this entire district.
노파심에 덧붙이지만 저는 전혀 모르는 일입니다. 이제 막 얼음찜질을 해드리려고 수건을 가지고 가려던 참이었었죠.
Just okay, my guy is just throwing us under the bus. Good to know. Just so you don't get the wrong idea, I have nothing to do with these people or what happened here. I was just about to bring a towel to cool this poor fellow's head. That's Marfig. God. I had no expectations for him in the first place, but that man really has a shaky reed for his backbone. Although the pawnbroker switching sides in a heartbeat and finger pointing clock slander over something I wasn't responsible for, too, hurt me a little. I was determined to stand firm.
여기 작것들. 스톱.
Frigolitos over there, stop freezing your tracks. Mostly because it was clear that we had to run right now. If I kept letting small things bother me, I would be reduced to a pulp sooner than later. No need to run, let's just kill them all and be done with it.
왜? 아주
What's next? You're going to wipe up the whole syndicate? That doesn't sound too bad. To be honest, I kinda agree. I prefer to fight. I'm joking.
단숨에 뿌리를 뽑아야 정의가 바로 서는 법.
The fortress of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high.
저기 너희 중엔
So, is there seriously no one on your team who's in their right mind? Not really. Ismail looked insulted by this remark and seemed to be thinking of a counter-argument, but the Ting Tang goons arming themselves were a more pressing matter. Let's just get out of here first. What if it took so long to run anyway?
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면
wait,
좋겠어요.
I was gonna change. Okay. As South predicted, all the pawnbrokers were busy closing their street's entrance to avoid trouble. Hey, you prick, stop right there where you're standing. You think you can get away with messing? You think you can get away with messing with our family anyway?
저런
Faye?
집단들은 왜 꼭 서로를 가족이라고
What's with
하죠? 없던 유대감을
Brutus
지울
syndicates and the
따위가
pretend families? Is that the only thing they can think of to bond with each other? Look at the bump you made on our precious youngin's head.
맙소사.
Good gracious, this was not part of the plan. Effie clenches his forehead as if we were aching. I thought about goring him to keep some headache pills at hand, but if this was enough to cause him pain, but I refrained. My lack of a head would have made the message far less impactful anyway.
어이 너희들.
You too, you thought we were worthless scum until now, didn't you?
폐기물들을
I know
모아놓은
you've been
가수장이라고
seeing our groups as sewage full of waste.
아무도 그렇게까지 말하진 않았어, 오티스.
I don't think anyone spoke of us that harshly, Otis.
하지만 왜 우리
Have you not wondered why you have been charged with
막중한 임무에 놓였는지.
the momentous mission of claiming golden bots despite that? Why is that? Even Effie seems to be taken aback by Otis imposing other
비록
truth.
다른 자들이
Although I won't disagree that the others are
폐기물이라는 건 동감한다.
rubbish drenched in foul water. No, seriously, you're the only one who says that.
오티스 씨는
That's what Miss Otis had been thinking of his son.
나는 무전무패의 역사를 가지고 있고 관리자님.
I have remained undefeated, and our manager is capable of resuscitating us, making us practically incapable of death. In fact, just the two of us should be sufficient.
나와는 생각이 다른 모양이지만.
Though that weasel Virgilius seems to disagree. The point is,
아무리 무수한 전투를 치러도
the threats won't be scrapped even after countless battles. They will come back as the
그대로
exact same pulse of trust they were before that.
멋지다는 듯이
That was a very inspiring way of reaffirming that we're living, breathing garbage to you. Morons.
적군들이 몰려.
Enemies are approaching. Are you prepared, manager? Not really. I keep on forgetting this thing's gonna activate if there's. What the frick?
해보겠습니다.
And one's down already.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지. 재밌는 순간이야.
기세가 수그러져 잘했군. 좋은 전략 남지 않을 때 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Might will love Ismail in this
해보기는
household.
할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
기세가 수그러져 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
오, 생각보다 잘 들어갔네.
좋아, 간다.
It's just a free win.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Yapper.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을
So I use rewards from the reward exchange menu. Wait, where is that? I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna remain like this for now.
최선이겠죠?
상대하기에도 우스운 수준이었어.
More reading. Okay, good to know. They met for pathetic foes. That was absolutely nothing.
홍콩이파는 이 거리 일대를 지배하고 있던
The
집단이 한 번의 전투로 끝날
Ting Tang gang had fight control over this area. This is not going to be the end of this. Then more of the Ting Tangers began showing up from the street corners. Who sent your Harikats to mess with us?
우리 제군들은 림부스.
Epic quickly cover. I'm not sure if that's rate as. I'll never figure out how to read that name.
광고판이라도 걸
Have you lost it? Do you want the entire district after us?
쏜다.
More are coming. Give us your command, manager.
총원 불격. 총원 불격.
제가
해냈어요.
좋은 전략입니다.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
I love that throw animation so much. Even though it's so simple, but I love that freaking arm.
좋아, 간다.
해보겠습니다. 좋은 전략입니다.
잘했군. 한 놈도 저놈을 추적해. 기세가 죽으러 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
I love her so much.
젠장 그만 좀 튀어나와.
Damn it, they just won't stop coming.
너희 들어가기도 전에
We're our lives before we can even take a step inside the casino.
안심해요,
Don't fret,
관리적인
hit
일이나
Cliff.
우리가 지쳐서 죽을 일은
As long as the major is with us, we won't die from fatigue or other things.
그걸
That's
몰랐으면
not the point at all. You know, I think going into this bunker is not really the best freaking idea.
해결은
Nanda
간단해.
is just tell us that.
어떤 조직이더라도 그 대가리를 깨부수면 떠봤던 고기 덩어리는 무너진다.
The solution is simple. Any organization can be brought down by disposing its leader. With the head gone, the meat supporting it will break apart. You're the one speaking my tongue here.
짜증나니까 저 부수러
I'm
가자.
proper myth, so let's
뭐든
go break some bones, head, whatever.
전진하세.
Heads onward with travail.
잠깐, 다들 돌아와.
Come back here.
파우스트.
This is the crowd you're supposed to accompany for us.
삶은 늘 의문투성이죠.
Life is full of mysteries, I agree.
그렇게 이상적이라고 할 수도 있겠어.
That perhaps is what makes it an ideal reflection, no?
내 대가리 어디 있어? 당장 튀어나오라.
Tell me where your grapher is. I wanna see him now. Heathcliff grabbed a mook by the collar and shook it about violently. To me, it looked as if anything's still conscious. Pat already laughed. Outbreak, wow. And maybe even more than that. The Sea Heart is gonna be at the car propaganda. Pagonda. That. I almost read that as propaganda.
차탑?
The what?
어디야?
What the hell is that? Makes sense.
이 근방의 폐차장을 말하는 걸 거야.
It's probably this scrapyard nearby.
그런데 너희
Really though, are you actually planning to check down the gang's boss?
그런다고
That won't be reflected in your employee performance review or anything, you know.
저자는 그런
He's not sharp enough
하고
to calculate such thing into his actions.
대략 속셈
His
따위랑
ways
거리가 먼 오문.
very little
말도 안 되는 일과는
relation to schemes or plot. On the other hand, he flirts closely with nonsense.
아니야.
I think you mean
말이
that.
되는 것 같기도 해요.
No, I don't think that makes sense.
문제 없어, 에피.
Nothing to
우리는
worry
플랜
about,
B까지
Effie.
대비해 놓잖아.
We always keep a plan B, don't we? So it spoke with a serene face. However, I could see her consciously trying to maintain calm from time to time, giving me reason to suspect that she's putting on a veil of kindness.
여러분이 위장을 하는 게 불가능하다면
If disguising as your given roles is out of the question,
다같이 콩콩이파
you can all
조직원들로
get up as
위장을
members of
보여줍니다.
the gang and set.
단체로 들어가도
That way you
눈에
won't
띄지 않을 거고
arouse much suspicion. Moving in a large group, and you'll be able to reach the top floor without much trouble.
겸사겸사
And we could
콩콩이파에게서 소망력도 뺏어가죠.
sip on some wish power from the gang while we're at it.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스 터빈을 점화한다. 그리고 가스 점화, 엔진 시동.
This team is surprisingly not that bad.
다들 와서 이것 좀 보게나.
Come hither, fellows, and lend me your gazes. What is all this?
차들이 마치
Cars are heaped up upon each other as if to form a tower.
의무라군.
Sombre. Oh my god. The structures that seem tower-like at the distance were actually cars stacked upon each other.
차들이 왜 이렇게
Why are so many
잔뜩
piled up
쌓여
like
있는
this?
걸까요?
어떤 곳엔 편지가 쓰여 있어.
Some have scripts upon their windshields. You must have been their family's writing.
보고 싶다고
The one
쓰는
says, I miss you. The owners are coming back soon for them,
곧
right?
돌아오는
그럴 리가.
Not a chance.
설사 카지노에서
Even if they did
돌아왔다
return from the
하더라도
casino, they won't be in the right state to happily reunite with their loving families.
뭐 가이드 역할까지 보너스로 해드리자면 이 골목에 숨겨진 랜드마크랍니다.
Well, to play the auxiliary role of your tour guide, this here is a hidden landmark of the streets,
도박꾼들의 말로지.
the bitter end of gamblers.
이곳은 콩콩이파 세력이
And this serve as a stepping stone for the Ting Tang gang to amass wealth and power by dealing new cards.
로자,
So Rotya, you've been to places like this pretty often, right? Guaranteeing to add, bet you can tell us some pretty interesting trivia.
아 몰라 기억 안
Yeah,
나.
no. Don't remember a thing. I decided to forget all
결심했어.
about the past and focus on what's in front.
저런
And I won't be able to keep that.
결심대로 살아갈 수 있을 것 같은데 말이야.
And I won't be able to keep that self-promise if not for irritants like them.
나가들아. 이 근방이 우리 구역인 건 알고
Bonan, who do you think?
거냐?
Who do you think you're to go around our turf?
아니면 너네
Or what, here to sell your cars?
아니요.
Nah, we mounted an omnibus.
장기는 우리
We don't deal in
당당하게
organs,
아는데.
no?
네 눈동자 정도로 힘
Well, I guess a pair of eyes with pupils are...
했다만.
I can't read, I swear to God. Well, I guess a pair of eyes with pupils, especially colored as yours, might sell.
역시 제대로
So we have
찾아보군.
come to the right place. We are here for your leader.
대체 어디서 온 건데 그렇게 당당하냐?
You're pretty bold in facing a gang. Who do you work for?
우린 림보.
We serve under An awkward silence passed.
어디서 온 거냐?
I ask you a question. Don't stop midway.
말아.
You know, there is a reason why I don't read What is it? Wuthering Waves story? Cause like
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만
my pronunciation is already off and the English actor is not really.
저놈을 추적해.
I think I might have to download it. I don't think I have it. 3 stacker, that's insane.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
How many of them are there? Excuse you.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 해냈어요.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
순조로운 전략이 좋은 전략입니다. 해냈어요.
Ha, stagger.
총원 불경. 해냈어요. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
We'll be hearing that a lot when I enter fights.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다.
뭐라고? 나? 뭐 최선은
야, 무슨 일이냐?
What's up?
형님,
Boss,
소속도 안 밝힌 놈들이 난데없이 들이닥치지 뭡니까?
some person who haven't even told where they're from rolled into town all of a sudden.
누가 보낸 거냐?
Who sent it? The way you're dressed tells me it ain't lost
총육전파 녀석들은 아니고
bananas or the butchers.
지금이라도
I'll give you a chance to grovel for forgiveness. Do that and I'll let you live with your limbs in tow. We should gladly part if you were to take off your clothing for us. That makes it sound kinda weird.
이상해지는데.
형님,
Boss, I think there might be the odd pots people who have been talking about. You know, rumored to finagle with people's orders. Disgusting bunch. Let me tell ya,
그렇게 살지 말아라.
that's no way to live. Now our assumed big boss of the gang is looking at us with genuine disgust. I have not wanted to win a fight as desperately as I do now. Fair. Ah.
해보겠습니다.
기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다.
해보겠습니다. 네, 일이 새롭다니까요.
Oh god, hello there, health. How are we doing? Entertainment.
해보겠습니다. 해냈어요.
I am yapping so much, my throat is already freaking dry. I can trigger her. Nah, I don't think I should do it.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
My body is so sore.
순조로운
I hope you get well soon though. Honestly, same to be honest. I should actually stretch now though. This has a chill combat, so I should be fine.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
That's crazy.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Go cook the field, Ishmael.
총원 돌격.
Everything's on, good to know.
잘했군. 저놈을 추적해. 좋은 전략이다.
That was the longest one I've ever seen on this thing.
이 바퀴벌레 같은
You
새끼들.
tiny little roaches.
대체 어디서 온
Who
거야?
the hell do you work for? It's about time you told us.
알려줘도 돼?
우리는
We
림버스
are from limbus company. Finally, one less milestone around the check. The neck, not the check. That doesn't help at all.
참고로 저와 에피는 이들과는 다른 부서랍니다. 같은 취급은 곤란해요.
Oh, and for reference, Effie and I work in a different department. Please don't associate us with them. Nah, I'm from the home. I have never played the wait. I never played the other Anos. I have no idea. The sheer frustration from our aversion to conversing sensibly must have played a considerable role in causing the boss to pass out. My condolences to the poor fellow's patients.
그런데 진짜 이 옷을 입어야 돼? 땀 냄새, 피 냄새. 그리고
I'm an
기분
undercover
나쁜
A
냄새가
Corp. I
난단
have
말이야.
never heard of the A Corp. Only J and G. Who else? I don't remember. Do we seriously have to wear this though? Stuff reeks of sweat and blood and smells grody too. Rodia complained, lifting the shirt she took from Ting Tang member with two fingers like she was handling trash.
털도 있어. 단테가 눈이 없는 게 부러운 적은 처음이야.
And some hair too. This is the first time I'm jealous of Dante's missing eyes. I can see, by the way.
생각보다 질은 좋아 보이는데. 얘네 생각보다
This
좀
looks
잘 보나 봐.
pretty dandy, actually. I guess their business was more successful than I thought.
나랑 바꿔. 내놔.
Group of idiots. On that vaccine.
맞춤형으로 제작된 옷이라.
Again, it's been tailor-made. The label here says it's good for all. Noticing that my gaze was fixed on a label of his clothing every bar. We wouldn't be doing any of this if you hadn't caused that ruckus in the pawn shop.
이 고생 안 했어.
괜찮아요. 전 한 번쯤
I don't mind. I've always wanted to try on clothes like this.
꼭 영화로
It's like we're
찍는 것 같잖아요.
filming a movie.
조금 떨리네요.
To be honest, I'm a little nervous. It's been a while since I've worked in a disguise. Fuck the pawn
난
shop.
내키지 않는다. 이런
What did the pawn shop do?
하는 짓이야.
I don't feel like it. This is the coward's way.
저기
Sorry, but
누가
can
이
someone
사람을
please
좀
keep her
나가주면
mouth
안
shut?
되나요?
갈비뼈까지
Scams. Actually, you know what? Fair. I think that guy was trying to scam us. Failed. You're free to try as long as you're good with your ribs being cut apart. Gregor's softly spoken I can't read. Gregor's softly spoken response got the sinners to crack up. Crack up or crank up? I didn't see it properly. It is crack up, I think it's enough. For a moment, Effie and Sot seem to wonder how they should take it, before deciding that it's not worth mulling over and moving on. Effie then lifted a small container that appeared to be inlaid with nar. I don't know how to read any of this. This is the whisk canister we seized from the Ting Tang Gang's boss.
관리자, 당신에게 간단한 역할을 맡길게.
Manager, here's a simple role you can play. What are you?
무슨
Okay.
말인지 모르겠다는
I guess we owe you an explanation, judging from your clueless motions.
제2사의 특이점이 이 통안에 담겨 있다.
The long and short of it is that this thing contains J-Corp's other singularities.
에너지로 저장하는 도구.
This is the tool that sucks up wishes from people and stores them in some form of energy.
적당한 시점에 소망을 종이의 형태로 짜내면
When the time is right, squeeze that wish power onto the sheet of paper and voila, you get a one-use stick-on tattoo that boosts your luck to high heavens.
남의 운을 끌어모아서 꼭대기층에
Seems the plan was to try to win the game on the top floor by
걸 들고 있다니.
scraping up others' luck. Imagine the boss of some lowly gang was carrying one of these.
관리자,
Manager Dante, right?
카지노에
I want you to hold on to this when we enter the casino. Am I really allowed to carry such a big responsibility?
영 자신 없어
You don't look
보이는
like you're
짓이지 마.
losing confidence. We do
당신이
have
지목한 이유는
reasons for assigning you to this task.
첫 번째, 도박판의
First off, a
제일
poker
중요한
face is going to be vital
포커 페이스.
when you're gambling.
아무리 표정
No matter how
읽기에
good they are at
능숙한
reading
애들이라도
expressions, they won't be able to tell what emotions to read from a clock.
두 번째,
Second, I trust that they've appointed you as the manager for a reason.
이유가 그나마
Call it a hunch, but something tells me you'll be more useful than those sinners you're leading. Come to think of it, he had a point. I was given the title of manager, but never had the chance to be the okay, how do you read that? Charismatic leader at Envision. Instead of showing respect, my sinners would constantly berate and threaten me. The only real role I can afford to play was bringing them back to life. While the sinners were engaged in fierce battle, all I would do is cower behind them, anxiously praying that their heads and hearts were unscathed. With a heavy heart, I nodded to let him know that I was ready.
좋아, 이걸 당신의 팔에 붙여. 당신은 이제 잠깐 동안 세상에서 가장 운 좋은 자가 될 수 있어.
Alright, put this on your arm. You'll become the luckiest person in the city for a short while.
그럼 여러분은 콩콩이
Now then, you'll act as stingtangers and we'll be
서로 역할에 최선을 다해보죠.
croupiers. Break a leg, everyone. Vowing that we'll see this operation to success no matter what, we open the door to the casino. Heh, gambling.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만
Level 7.
고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
이게 최선이겠죠?
The casino could be best described as busy. Excessively cheery sounds blared from the slot machines. The lights were so bright that some of our sinners had to cover their eyes. And the security guards took note of our garnished outfits to give us a customary nod. Sot and Effie, dressed as croupiers, discreetly nodded at us as they accompanied Roya to the casino's cage. I was amazed by their ability to feign expertise, from the way they carried themselves to the facial expression they made. Few would doubt that they're long-time employees.
이 번쩍번쩍거리는 기계는 대체 무엇이오?
What manners of sorcery are these dazzling contraptions?
그렇게
Try not to go sorcerer-eyed at everything like a fascinated kid. I'll never figure out how to read that. You seem fishy. The guys here look dead inside with their dim eyes, and they smell worse than the think tanks
그리고
shamaks we face.
파 놈들보다
Do they even wash?
냄새도 나는 것 같아요.
I don't think they'd be too happy about you holding your nose right before their face is mine.
하지만
But it's the kind of bilgy stench I'd only ever caught from deckhands. Fortunately, most of them were too focused on machines to care about what we were doing.
관리자 나리 이런 거 본 적 있어?
Manager Esquire, had you seen such a thing?
나도 저들처럼 신나는 소리를 듣고 싶은데.
What must I do to hear the jolly bells as the other patterns up? I don't think I've been to one of these places before, so I won't know. Looking at all the flashy symbols and numbers spinning had slowly eroded my resolve to act the part of a stern manager. I guess the little pig is fine.
여기
It says here to press the button. Is pressing it
버튼을 누르면 되는
what
거죠?
one ought to do? I swore upon my minute and hours hands that I had no intention to press that button. Absolutely none. The hand had swiftly outstretched to stop her from touching the machine unexpectedly fumbled and landed smack on the button. Yikes. And in an unpredictable series of coincidences, someone had left a token in it, enough for one game. Reels started spinning under fan frame. We could only watch as the chain of events unfold.
그나저나 단테 씨는 콩콩이파한테
By the way, I hope that they handled the waste sticker we took from the think tank gang with care. That manager, it was the only favor we asked of them. That we better
그 정도는 해내야지.
That better be doing a good job.
단테는 믿어도 돼.
You can count on Dante. They're one of the few sensible pals who gets what's up. My cheek hurt from fucking smiling so much. We wasted that on the freaking casino.
다행이네요.
That's good to hear. With so many shits attached, they should be able to win any game with ease.
가장 중요한
We just need to be careful not to draw attention here.
건
Jackpot! Alright, bro. The players next to us stared with jaws dropped so far that their chins could touch the floor. Waves of casino chips plunged from the machine, so many that I wouldn't dare try to gather them up. I look so casual, actually. I'm so sorry if you saw it. I came here determined to do something right, and it fell apart so soon.
잭팟이 떴다고? 몇 번 모신?
By the way, hi Tempe. How are we doing? A jackpot machine. A jackpot? What machine is it?
갑자기 터졌어? 지금?
Just like that? No warning right now?
잠깐. 거기
A moment, please.
신원 확인 좀
Let me just check your ID.
분위기가
Frick.
왜 이렇게 험악해?
What's with the aggro? Is it a crime to win big at a casino?
이곳에서 운영하는
Census in this place doesn't work the way we think it usually does. You could accumulate your luck for big payout or trickle in small amounts to break even.
본전이나
But winning the jackpot on your first try should be a literal impossibility here.
여기선 있을 수 없는 일인 거죠.
My god, I've been talking for an hour. An hour and 30 minutes. Frick. Chips are raining down like shooting stars.
적어도 관리자님만큼은 책임감이 있을 줄 알았는데 겨우 돈키호테 꼬임에 넘어간 건가?
I'd hope you of all people have a sense of responsibility. Yet all it took was her siren plea for you to give in.
실망이에요.
I'm disappointed. You're none other than
다른 누구도 아닌 관리자님인데
our manager, and I expected you to show some capability and clear the disgrace of failure from us. Ismail's barrage of scathing whispers was something to marvel at, as Gregor marveled in awe. On top of that, her piercing gaze Her piercing gaze I had never felt before. It made me want to whistle away under a rock, if there were one. For once, I thanked my clock for locking eyes to meet her glare.
잠깐.
Now hold on,
다만 문제는 아닌 것 같은.
that might not be our only problem. Gregor was fretfully looking in every direction until he stopped to point at the shocking discovery he just made. And where he pointed,
언제부터
how long have you been off your disguise, Yoshu? What? What fate? Was a sullen Yoshu wearing the same clothes she'd always worn?
난 남버린 옷 따윈 걸치지
I don't put on others' discarded clothing. Yeah, manager, what today's in our day, huh? Yep, looks like we're screwed royally.
말도 안 돼.
This can't be. All the work we did to. I just need to read something correctly and I can't do it. All the work we did to put this plan into motion. What were you thinking volunteering to bring these fools along for your missions?
도시체에 가는 천재 중에 하나라며.
You're supposed to have near unparalleled brilliance, right? Then use it.
비록 제가
Even though I haven't worked with them for long, I was able to realize something.
불확실성
I ought to become a force that believes in uncertainty.
계획이 없는 것이
When the lack
되는 순간
of a plan becomes the plan, all variables becomes constant.
그것이 저에게
That is what my plan entails. Post turned to me with a tranquil face. Thanks to her, my role right now became clear. Alright, it's time for our usual gag. Let's kill and be killed. Who the heck brings all weapons into casino? These idiots, clearly.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
These idiots that I call my freaking honor.
기세가 수그러지는 것. 공격의 기회다.
My team. I love my team though. Don't get me wrong. Stagger plus. What the heck?
좋아, 간다.
순조로운 살 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 잘했군. 순간이에요. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Also, how is Ismail not triggering any aggro? I mean. I feel like I'm missing something about her ability.
해보겠습니다.
That's fine.
순조로운 전략입니다. 기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회.
Stagger.
총원 돌격.
쉽구만.
기세가 수그러 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 이번엔
Level 20.
하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다.
I'm not gonna do anything else actually. I'm gonna continue this.
이 오티스 참전합니다.
Actually, I need to check Ismail after this.
답답해서 못 봐주겠다.
So I'm not sure how's the leveling thing work here yet. I can't stand watching this crate.
저런 어중이 떠중이 새끼들을 언제까지 상대하고 있을 거야?
How much time are you going to waste fighting those small fries? It's often the case that grumbling people don't have a clear solution to contribute. Listening to Ismail's disapproval, Yoshu shook her head and assumed a confident look.
이런 게 예술이다.
This is art.
네놈, 그 칼 줘봐.
Poet Taster, give me the knife. You may forever take it from my hands. The blade will be better off parting ways to wander about the air for however long.
감사.
Thanks. Yes. That scared the crap out of me. Ryosu held his dagger and threw it straight into the air. Throwing knives, probably. I don't think Tempe can hear me, though. Can Tempe even hear me? I don't think so. It struck an anchorage on the ceiling that kept the chandelier still, causing it to sway precariously. Indeed, Ryosu may be weakened from what she once was because she became a sinner, but nevertheless, she was still the best swordswoman. You can still hear me, huh? Because it says a 90-second ad break. Did you not get an ad? She was still the best swordwoman we had, able to cut through steel like a proverbial hot knife. I think it's because you're a mod, though, that you didn't get it. I'm not sure. Sure, she treats my words like with less respect than she would a wad of gum, but that wasn't a problem. Everyone's eyes turned to the swinging chandelier, and eventually, flustered by all the gazes falling upon it, thus in a haze, it succumbs. Huh? Okay, my god, that was louder than I thought it was gonna be. My ears. The chandelier crashed onto the floor in full force, making a tremendous noise. And that's just all it did. Nothing else happened. Both parties were left staring at the fallen light fixture in the middle of the floor. So, what was that for, Ryosu? A performance. You just made that up, didn't you? Still, I'm glad none of us were hurt.
앞으로 무사하게 될지는 모를 것 같지만 말이에요.
We'll have to see about that. I don't want to revive any of you. These two are struggling. Can't do anything about it.
해보겠습니다.
Yikes.
재밌는 순간이 제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
Okay. Choose dagger.
해보겠습니다. 좋은 전략입니다.
기세가 죽으러 잘했군. 한 저놈을 쫓게. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 총원 돌격. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Shoot, okay, that is the first time that actually happened to me. I never had one of my allies staggered. Shoot.
좋아, 간다.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
Should I even activate anyone's freaking honor here? I don't think so. I don't really see any point in activating that. Actually, Ismail is out of the question. Actually, no, I can't activate anyone. Except her, I guess.
뭐야?
No, stop.
총원 돌격.
여행에는 목적이 있었지.
저놈을 추적해. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
매일 새롭다니까요.
혹시나 해서 말하는 건데
Just to make sure.
우리 목적이
You all know that our goal is to win the game, being held on the top floor, not reduce the ground floor. Not reduce the ground floor of the casino to rumble, right? I was certain that some definitely didn't know or care, but I figured I'd rather not remind her.
꼭대기층에 도달하는 것도 중요하지만
My neck.
게임에 이겨야 하는 것이 최종 목표니까.
Now I'm gonna stand up. Oh, English. Not only must we reach the top, we also have to win the game as our objective states.
우린 그럴 만한
Thus, we need the wish power to make it happen.
우리가
I won't bother reviewing in detail how the wish power we had managed to collect went down the drain for preposterous reason and only hurt our morale. I had to keep my head down, feeling the pricks of conscience poking at my heart. I don't think we will ever play any casino. I am not sure.
구할 수 있는 곳은 어디지?
Actually, I think it might be at the very last part of this one because it does have a longer thing. Because that's usually where things are getting a little bit rough. Last chapter I managed to finish it pretty, I guess not that bad, but still it had me freaking out. Where can we secure the most wish power in this place? That roulette next to the entrance. People who visit the casino try their daily luck using that roulette and take or yield wish power depending on the outcome.
그런가? 그럼 내가
Is that so? Then I'll seek out
룰렛에 달려 있는
an opportunity to snatch that container attached to it. Cause Russian roulette. Think you can pull that out?
전 이것보다
I have carried out countless operations much greater in scale.
관리자님의
Your
어처구니없는 실수는
preposterous
아무것도 아닙니다.
blunders amounts to nothing in the greater scheme of things, manager.
분명 현명한 판단을
It
흐리게
has to
만드는
have been the
책임을
fault of the dragging. No,
저들의 말에 마음 쓰지 마시고
drag. How the frick do you read any of this? Has been the fault of the drudging dredges who Okay, this is complex reading. Obfuscated your ability to make sensible decisions. Don't let their words deter you. Preposterous, I see. Wait. While we were busy discussing backup plans, Heathcliff was already making a mad dash for the entrance. We were too focused on the conversation, or did we collectively lose our minds? In either case, none of us had a clue what he was up to. Heathcliff, damn it, it isn't time we stop chatting and move up already. Then he shouted at security from the top of his lungs. Aren't you ashamed of yourselves? That blondie over there is a rookie who's as unfledged as he gets.
그리고 저 관리자라는 놈은 기억이 헷가닥해서 제대로 모기도 잡을 줄도 모른다고.
My everything freaking hurts because I am on my period and I am suffering because I did not eat before I freaking stream. And that mate there we call our manager has a bad case of lost memories and can't wield a weapon to save themselves. This is what you're struggling against? What a joke. Damn you. Heathcliff, that was too harsh. Here, much too mean, Heathcliff. And last thing, that club you're holding deserves a better honor. You cocky little... The infuriated security guard swung the club with a fierce swish, I guess. How do you read that? Exploring towards Heathcliff. My ears. And as Heathcliff swerved out of its way, the roulette behind him bore the force being smashed to pieces. The waste container. Spouts what I assume was once wish power until moments ago poured through the poor remains of the raw lamp. As if in the pit, Now I will deal with this. As if in death throws, Sot let out an agonized scream before clapping her hands over her mouth. I couldn't help but turn away from this tragic sight. When I grow up, I wanna be a wish taker, giving hope to everybody. I could almost hear the unfulfilled dreams of those lost wishes in my imagination.
잘 들어놓네.
Oh, listen up, you tickles.
우리랑 쌈박질하다가
Do you want to admit to your boss about breaking this thing while fighting us and get lambasted for it?
아니면 그냥 우리
Or you want to make it out?
층으로 보내줄래?
Or you want to make it our fault and let us through?
이거
This was a month worth of luck.
2층으로 간다고.
It won't be any safer for you upstairs. Never been too close to safety anyway. Appreciate the advice. Heathcliff came to me with one of his shoulders dislocated, likely when he grazed the club by the club. What's the look? Do your thing and fix me up. Fucking hell.
결심했답니다.
I've made up my mind. Starting now, I won't ever try to discuss plans or anything similar with these people. Took you long enough to realize. Pause. This is one of those times when it's better to keep your mouth shut. With that, we drag ourselves up to the next floor. Okay, I can stop reading now and actually freaking take a break.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
Oh my god. She took 0 damage too. And also Hong. Huh. Hong was not that bad actually. Alright, biar di I was taking my absolute sweet time. I can't really eat much yet, so.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
I think that should be enough though. I should bring the tea upstairs now.
2층은 다른 조직이 접수하고 있는 구역인 듯해요.
I gotta remember to read this. The atmosphere here seems rather different. It appears that another syndicate has taken hold of this floor.
야, 너네 왜 쌍판떼기가 그 모양이야?
Hey Oigan, what's with all the doom and gloom you're wearing on that face of yours?
2층의 룰 몰라? 울적한 쌍판으로 돌아다닐 바엔 모자를 써서 가리던가 해라.
Don't you know the rules here? Sour looks are a no-no. So put a hat over your long face.
왜 내 쪽을 쳐다보면서 얘기하는 거지?
Why do you say that while looking at me? I will sink on you.
모분이 뭔데?
What does that mean?
모가지를
Snap your neck completely. That's what. Okay. Easier, Yoshu. Shouldn't be so prone to starting fights.
아니다.
I never mind that. Never mind that.
눈 역할을 하는 건
This one has even more problematic face now. Which hands is supposed to be your eyes? You're sure already.
물론이지.
You bet, Dance. Alright, bro. For a second, I thought that freaking sound was from where I live. Never mind.
해보겠습니다. 순조로운 재밌는 순간이에요.
잘했군. 한놈 저놈을 추적해.
순조로운 전략입니다.
해보겠습니다.
잘했군. 저놈을 추적해.
좋은 전략입니다.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의
Double stagger.
재밌는 순간이에요. 잘했어요.
This guy is not that bad actually. Why did I ignore him? I think that's the highest sandy points I can have.
총원 불경. 잘했군. 저놈을 추적해.
해냈어요. 제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
좋은 전략입니다.
Oh, for once we didn't end with Ishmael's yapping.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군.
She'll forever be here though.
머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
20 damage taken, that's crazy.
이게 최선이겠죠?
Immediately into battle. Okay, reading later then.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만
순조로운 전략입니다.
제가 해본 거 맞죠? 생각보다 잘 들어갔네.
That's great.
해보겠습니다.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
That's just a free win.
해보겠습니다.
Fuck it.
해냈어요.
좋아, 간다.
기세가 수그러지는 공격의 기회다.
이런. 제가 해낸 거 맞죠? 해냈어요.
How did that thing fell?
재밌는 순간이에요.
His stagger, oh god. Okay, I think this chapter is gonna be a little bit rough, it seems.
잘했군. 한 놈 저놈을 추적해.
해냈어요.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Wait, really?
이번엔 성적이 좋았군.
Huh.
하지만
That was just fighting.
아직도 부족하다.
Oh wait, it says it right here. I'm stupid.
그리고
Okay, that's reading and okay. Actually, no, I can't switch him out because he's the only one with this damn thing. 1 second. Wait, no, not this. Stop!
와, 기대되네요.
I have nothing. Wasn't it? Oh, hit is the one.
이 오티스 참전합니다.
Yeah, not again.
오늘 또 이랬어 진짜.
I lost once again. Tramp. When will this end?
잠깐 타임. 우리 손님 관리 좀 해야겠다.
Scolding. Espera, time out. Our dear customer here needs a little care.
손님.
Dear customer, I hope you haven't forgotten our rule, have you? But that was all the money I had.
자꾸 분위기를 흐리시면
If you keep dampening
파티를 할 수도 있어요.
the mood of the table, we might throw a piñata party out of you. What's a No, pañada. Pañada? Is that how we read pañada party? I know this thing reads like a nya. I don't think I want to know. Pressured by gentle intimidation, the weeping guest stood up from their seat, and then being handed a pair of maracas from the staff. They started dancing, sobbing all the way.
이건
What's this now?
우리 파가
There's a rule every visitor to this floor must follow. Una tradición mariachi, if you will. How is that actually? Okay. My not Italian. Spanish lessons are failing me. It's been years. Gambling is entertainment, an activity done purely for fun. Thus, all the sadness and pain brought to you must be sublimated into dance. Allow this night to demonstrate what dancing is about. Alas, they were harsher judges than they seem.
이자는 안 되겠어.
This one won't do. Her movement is insincere. What on earth do you mean?
춤은
Dance is a window to the heart. Without a clear and pure heart, it loses all meaning.
그대들
I find thine assessment rather disgracious.
점점 돌이킬 수
This is getting further out of hand. What are you doing, son? Oh, I was writing our letter of apology in advance. Fair. That is so fair. Oh god. What you mean? Oh god, hello son. I almost missed you there. Try chaining a skill? Wait, no, what do you mean by that? Offense at the offense level. Good to know.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 제가 해낸 건 맞죠?
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 저놈을 추적해!
내일 새롭다니까요.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
좋아, 간다.
기세가 수그러지는 잘했군! 한놈 저놈을 추적해!
내일 새롭다니까요.
잘했군! 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다! 쉴 새는 없다!
Still on Canto 2, yes. I just finished Canto 1 yesterday. One problem that I have is that I can't really play that often, so meh.
해보겠습니다.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다!
그랬어. 좋은 전략입니다.
Also reading it, I have to read all of this right now, so
좋은 전략입니다.
when reading things out loud, I'm like much slower. I don't know why.
제가 해낸 건 맞죠? 좋은 전략입니다.
Oh my god, another time we didn't finish it with with Ismail.
말하면서 어처구니가 없지만 우리가 이 층을 신속하게 벗어나기 위해서는
As absurd as it sounds, if we want to leave this floor early, we're going to need to touch their hearts with a powerful dance. As you all know, my memories are hazy, so dance, is it? Can't say I'm all too familiar. Amnesia came in handy as an excuse to opt out of things at times like this. Of course, I haven't actually forgotten what dance is, but there's no need to be too honest about it, is there? Say, hello, have you taken dance lessons or
경험을
anything?
배웠는데 교사는 적은 편이었어요. 3명뿐이었죠.
I need a little,
준비물이 필요한데 가면이랑
I learned a little Lian. Though I only had 3 instructors teaching me. To perform it, I'll need a few masks, fans, makeup, and we aren't gonna find them here. Next. Well, I did step on a good few feet of snobbish aristocrats at balls. My inner voice expresses fear. Good to know. Me, I spent half my life on a ship. This is why sees this relentless obstruction of my words. A sword dance for the first time in a while doesn't sound bad. I'll kill it on the floor. Though the only beats I have danced to throughout my life were morning exercise program during... I have no idea about it then. Morning exercise program during roll call. If the manager saw the demands, I will immediately see to it that... Okay. Well, then I'm good at most things, but my dancing is kinda embarrassing. I don't mind, except my right arm might range. Are controlled from the stimulation and charge for the audience head. Just silence. Post doesn't necessarily enjoy dancing for leisure, but I could gladly perform a routine if it's for the mission's sake. However, it's not technical perfection they want. They're looking for something unstable and unpolished, rather. Sinclair? Hey? You busted a move or two as a kid, didn't you? I suppose I took basic maracas course at school as liberal arts class. Sinclair were dance. He came from a rich family too. How'd you figure that out? I can tell from the way he walks and talks. On the other hand, uncultured ones, it shows, you know. Roger quietly giggled by looking at Heathcliff, then snuck up behind Sinclair to wrap her arms around his shoulder. Hey now, Madam Sinclair. I have a very, very important task for you. What? Moments later, Sinclair solemnly walked onto the stage. I think of all the times when Heathcliff trampled over you. Sinclair turned to Roger, still looking anxious. I think that tea freaking pricked up my throat. Am I really able to do this? Wrong question, Sinclair. This is something only you can do. He returned with a determined nod. I love that we can see some of the members. The very striking, that pensive expression, restrained rhythm, perfection. It's calm, yet the calmness that stirs my heart. This young man, he's channeling something from within. How sublime. He is fighting repressed darkness and inner turmoil with the body's motion. I love that it's on the... I don't know what table this is. The ember lingers in glowing ash, hitting the rhythm. For gesture to be struck along, this conjures an image of one of a bonfire that has burned through the whole night, and we are witnessing the cotillion of ash dancing atop its remnant. I swear, I'm definitely reading some of this wrongly. Sorry, what? Young man, won't you consider joining us? You have the potential to grow big.
우리 회사 소속이에요.
That boy belongs
혹시 인재를
belongs to our
팔고
company. You should know that
심각한
simping
불법행위랍니다.
valuable talent from their current employment without permission is a serious crime. Just a few hours ago, Sinclair was only one moron in our band of blunderheads, but now he's been elevated to the company's valuable asset. What a fine performance! You wish to get to the top floor, right? You may pass. You have earned the right. Be warned, though, the folks upstairs won't be as reasonable. They have no concept of festivity in their heads. Sinclair came back to us with an invigorated look.
제 속에서 솟아나오려던가
The things welling up inside me. This is
그런 것이었군요.
what it was about.
왜 그렇게
It makes me wonder why I thought it would be hard. I feel so much more comfortable now.
편해지네요.
I was curious to know the inner struggle he expressed through dance that had touched the syndicate to their core, and what kind of hardship a young gentleman like him could have gone through. But those questions could wait. For now, we headed upstairs to the third floor. More drama.
이번엔 성적이
아이.
좋았군. 하지만
A warm
고래에
welcome.
닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다.
I love that you can see also down.
이오티스 참전합니다.
이건 또 뭐더냐?
How long has it been? I've been yapping for 2 hours and 18 minutes. Watch out. What do we have here? What do we have?
여기가 어딘 줄 알고 기어올라 왔냐?
Do you fellas have any idea what you've just walked into?
함부로 껄떡거리다간
Try walking about and we'll make the most acrobatic poses known to man area.
그런 다음에 손가락 마디마디마다
Then we'll lop off your digits joint by joint and make purging mahjong types with them. Oh my god, mahjong mentioned again.
환영 인사가 참 살벌하네요.
Jeez, some warm welcome that was. I'm not one to let introduction like that go unanswered. Oh, that's that. Alright. Don't even know how to cancel ego.
해보겠습니다.
I didn't realize how cloud that fight actually is. I literally have the master volume at lowest almost, brother. He's staggered.
좋아, 간다.
좋은 전략이다.
Wow.
해보겠습니다.
순조로운 전략입니다.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
기세가 수그러지는 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 기세가 수그러지는 잘했군. 한 놈 저놈을 추적해. 순조로운 전략입니다. 좋은 전략입니다.
숨쉽구만.
Okay, that wasn't too bad actually.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서
What the hell did I just receive?
부족하다.
What?
다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
I did not pay attention what the hell I just got.
하라고? 나?
more reading.
뭐 최소.
Nope, it's just a fight, I think.
좋아, 간다.
기세가 수그러지는
I should actually level up my sinners. Only Ismail is currently on 20. I need to level up everyone else.
얘는 어쩔 수 없지만요.
한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 방치하랬군. 한 놈 저놈을 쫓게. 순조로운 전략이다.
오, 생각보다 잘 들어갔네. 좋아, 간다.
해냈어. 순조로운 전략이다.
Okay, this canto is actually freaking rough. Yeah.
오, 생각보다 잘 들어갔네.
Ah. Wait, no, not that. Would that be considered as one-sided mana? Oops. Not that.
해보겠습니다.
I'm still not used to using defense.
재밌는 순간이에요.
잘했군. 저놈을 쫓게. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다.
Okay, that was pretty free.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군.
Why is there?
하지만 머나먼 고래의
To be honest, I don't know.
아직도 부족하다.
I sometimes yap too much and I just don't want to.
그리고
I'm kind of hoping that that channel is actually silenced for everyone. Sorry, because I don't know. I don't want to bother anyone.
하라고? 나?
뭐 최소.
너희들 대구박대 간수 잘해라. 뽑아다가 축구공으로 써먹을랍게.
Oh my god, hello there. Hello, Lady Crazy. Back to reading. Oh lord. You better keep your noggin safe and sound, cause for kick and can, we might need something around. How are you doing?
이놈들은 입이 험하게.
I guess I'm doing well. I don't know, my whole body kinda hurts, but it's fine. How about everyone else in chat? I didn't ask to sun this one. I almost forgot these are the ones known for their coarse language. Rumor has it they took down dozens of rival syndicate members with just the psychological damage inflicted via their tongues. You watch your mouth while I'm...
저희는 뭔데 그리 돌아보냐? 눈깔 안 치워? 무슨 개 눈깔하고서는.
I mean, at least there were people in here. I forgot to ask So as my usual question is, how are you doing? I just want to check in with everyone. Why are you gazing nitwits? Keep us out of sight. One shot this dumb bulging dot. Okay. Yes, are so many things I want.
아야 아서라.
Easy, but I took a shouting crack at one of them eggs earlier, and my voice echoed like the whole noggin was cave empty. Let me lower this.
해골통 안에 우동사리도 안 들었냐? 어찌 대가리
Brush me sideways. They don't even got a string of egg noodles for brain. What's the round thing on their shoulders? Then a bag of gas. My guy is silent for once.
다들 단체 교습이라도 받는 건가?
Think they all take lessons in astronomy from the same class. I mean, it was kind of funny. Not sure what you're looking at me for. You're all bloody dead. Good to know. I forgot I'm supposed to level them up. I'm fucked. Ishmael taking damage and horror. This suit took the most damage already. Shit.
해보겠습니다. 기세가 수그러 차례꾼. 한놈 저놈을 쏘게. 기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다.
Nah, I think I'm really?
해보겠습니다. 잘했군. 한 놈도 저놈을 쏘게.
I might actually lose someone in this fight. Mike. Hello there. Why are people here actually? Oh dear God. Hello there, the geese. How are we doing?
반격의 기회다. 저놈을 쏘게.
That's crazy. There are actually people now. Here to see gambling. What's funny is that I barely use the whatchamacallit. I barely use this win rate button. I can't trigger her. Huh. Well, it was solely because like Zumi and Riot, both of them told me to use the win rate button. I don't know. Until Canto 6. I should be scared actually. Wait, who is this? Sagar Plus. I think I might lose her.
좋아, 간다.
To be honest, even if I'm the one controlling, I feel like it would go much like worse than it would be with the win rate. I don't know. Do I have to read again? Damn it. What should we do? won't get anywhere if we keep fighting. Nosh. To my surprise, Ismail let out a chuckle.
뭘 어떻게
What's to
보면
consider? We have our trump card.
우리에겐
We have what now?
저들은 아직 모르는 거예요.
Just the right person to say something legit.
잘 해서 를 한 다음에 를 해버린다.
I remember seeing this freaking If you get full Heisho back, you can pretty much win rate until canto 8. Maki's can't see. Yeah, I see it. I remember seeing this panel somewhere. I just love both of their reaction.
그 다음에 를 해서 에 담그는 거지.
I love that it's all censored.
마지막으로
I never knew it was possible for the human tongue to give such detailed account of something so sickeningly gruesome. The tongue's eyes were uncharacteristically twinkling. Some were even taking notes. I'll be damned if it had me struck. Oh, the snap couldn't be bolder.
쇠바닥에 마술사인지 뭐지긴가요?
My face fucking hurts, man. You're what they call the wizardness of the tongue, eh, lady?
아니,
Now that has to be the god of the witch, yeah. Even Heathcliff, the man who must have had a rougher life than most in blood. I can't read. In fact, it's shuddered by the end. I cannot help but applaud the creativity in it, the pen. Nay, the tongue is mightier than the sword. I thought I was pretty familiar with the sailor's mouth, being a seafarer for half my life. But this made me realize my vocabulary was only the tip of the iceberg. I honestly couldn't fathom why the higher-ups would organize a team of people like you. To be honest, same.
이 일을 바라고 계획한 건 아닐 거예요.
I don't suppose the lineup was meant to be understood by the likes of us.
지금도
And I'm still having trouble figuring out the meaning of this personal measure.
이대로도
But I guess this isn't so bad after all.
소드
So you finally reached the stage of acceptance. Congratulations.
축하해요.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다.
This is nothing. I swear I still don't know what the thing that I get are. Whatever the paper is. Should I just continue this? It's more reading. Frick. Damn, I'm getting tired of reading all this. You know what? 30 more minutes. Reward exchange. Where is that? Again. Oh, here. I forgot about this thing. Thanks. I didn't realize that thing actually. Huh. Is that not part of the event? That I just got the first time reward from this town. Huh. You get free character for 1000 papers. It's fast to get. Probably would get the fastest paper. I feel like the only one I've seen is only from this freaking Anna. An ID for Sinclair. I might try getting him. This isn't good. The Fritz the top floor. We don't have nearly enough wish power. No worries, I've been itching to tell you this, and it's finally time.
사실
Actually pinch a little wish power back at the pawn shop. It's not a lot, but it should
이 정도면 충분하지.
be just enough, right? Oh no, an ad break. Rodia's showed us a wish sticker sheet with a few labels left on it. Why didn't you tell us earlier?
도박은 포커
Like you said, gambling is all about keeping a poker face. We wouldn't want to see one of us slip. Wouldn't want to see one of us slip and complicate things.
대장 역할.
As for the boss role, mind if I borrow it for a sec, Dante? I know that seeing as I wasn't really doing much in this guys anyways. Even if I were committed to the act, it would only be right for me to forfeit it with my niece. Since things played out the way they did. I've been vehemently against this only hours ago, but now,
잘 생각했어.
good thinking. I never lost once in anything where money was involved.
평생 자,
Alright.
선수 입장.
That has the perfect poker face. I mean, they're literally a clock. The contestant enters.
뭐야?
Wait, I'm not the last? Oh, there goes my cool entry.
너
You are...
내 이름은 루지.
My name's Rodion. I'm here to gamble for the right access to the basement.
소망력 약탈자로 유명한 그 콩콩이파 보스를 드디어 만나나 싶었는데.
I was looking forward to finally meeting the infamous Wish Power Whisker in person. And look who we get instead. Aren't you a little too confident for some unidentified stranger?
촌스러워.
What a
이
dull take. It's
세계에서
not that...
중요한 건 신원이 아닐
Is that who you are, okay.
누구냐지?
Who you are that matters in this world, right? It's about who wins.
뭐?
Well, you aren't wrong there. The fact that you are able to get here is proof enough that you're qualified.
반가워. 난 아이디야.
A pleasure, I'm Ida.
그리고 이쪽은
And this is... Golly, my back's hurting.
로봇?
A robot? No. A prosthetic? What's that stare? Never seen a full body prosthetic before?
이거 너무
Isn't that model a bit too antique? Kinda looks like it belongs in a museum. All this gold, as they say. Patch it up a few times and now it's sturdier than most new ones. Why is that boy being so sluggish about coming here anyway? Our god brat thinks he can show up late to serious business, eh?
미안.
Pardon me, I had an urgent matter. Oh?
소냐. 주인공병 같은 거 있어?
You think the world revolves around you, Sonia?
그래?
Do you crave attention so much that you have to arrive late and be showered in glares? I didn't mean to. If anything,
주인공은 언제나
you'd fit better as the protagonist of life, Ida.
오랜만이야.
It's been a while, Roger.
뭐야?
What's up? You two know each other?
고향 친구.
Let's say that we share a hometown, isn't that right, Roger?
로제.
너
So are you still
역시 아직도
leading the
유로지비의 리더를 하고
Eurodva? I don't know how to read that. Then,
글쎄.
don't know, it might be too early to say still. You're the one who left on your own, just like that.
자자자.
Now, that's enough chatting. Since we
올 사람은 전부 모였으니까
have all the players,
다시
let's
한번
go over the
정리해볼게.
rules again.
카지노 동시 입찰
The four
권리가
bidders for
4명.
the casino are all here. Sonia, Ida,
철공해. 그리고
The
콩콩이
chick.
보스의 수상쩍지만 당당한 대리인.
TQ, I think it's really... Okay, I don't know. And representing the think tank gang's boss, a suspicious yet shameless standard.
게임 중엔
No cheats or slates of hand are allowed during the game. The moment you're spotted in the act, you're out.
당연하지만 소망력이랑 관련된 그 어떤 물건
You should go without saying that anything involving wish power is forbidden as well. Soon as you're caught, you're on the chopping block. You'll sorely regret it.
총 3판의 게임을 하고
We'll play 3 games in total, and the one with the most chip wins. Simple enough.
이긴 사람은
The winner will get to take the elevator to the underground portion where the golden boat is.
이전 카지노 주인이
It's the treasure
신듯이
the
땅끝까지
former owner of
빨아들여서
this casino was so desperate to claim, digging a whole tunnel to unearth it.
갑자기
But then they suddenly croaked for reasons unknown, making us the lucky bidders.
뒤가 구리게 죽었다.
What an elegant way to put that they died under shady circumstances.
로자. 너 아직도 그렇게 비아냥대고 다니는 거야?
Oh, Roger, you're still as Cynical as ever, huh?
시끄러.
Shut it. Shut it. How did
다들 황금 가시.
you guys all know about the golden bot now?
이렇게 널리 알려져
Didn't think it would be so widely known to the public.
이름 있는 조직들
And the syndicate worth its name has got wind of the stories. Those about the golden bot buried down here and the riches and fame will bring to the owner.
그러고 보니
If that's the case, seems someone has gained an interest for worldly luxuries, huh?
너는 그런 것들을
I thought you
하라고 했던 것 같은데.
want me to stay away from those things, Sonia.
황금 가지는 더
The golden bot can be used to achieve far greater things, Sonia. My purpose has stayed the same, to destroy the system of oppression and exploitation, preventing the concentration of wealth. Yeesh, there he goes again with the grand words. Someone stop him.
미안해.
My throat.
이러니까 옛날 생각이 나서요.
My apologies. It reminded me of the old times.
재밌다.
It's funny, I used to keep you from your obsession with gambling and money.
이제는
Yet here we are at the same table, keeping our hands of cards from each other in a gamble with our goals on line.
목표는 뭐지?
Where's your goal?
이기는 거.
To win.
그래.
Of course. Man, this is a lot of yapping.
어느덧 마지막 판이네.
What are the final round? You all
앞에 있는 칩 개수는 확인하고 있는
You all
거지.
keeping a good eye on your chips.
난 올인.
I'm all in. All in.
와, 패가 이쁘게
That's a nice hand, huh, Roja? That swagger of yours been rubbing me the wrong way, you know. You know that you're pushing yourself to the edge. So what are you counting on?
난 원래
I'm the kind of girl who bets everything she has at the end. Stop right there. Pull your sleeve off. Don't think I didn't see you being sneaky.
뭐야?
Huh? You just put one of them wish stickers you got from the Think Tank boss man on your arm. You were trying to rake in all the chips this round so you can have the golden bot all to yourself. Look, everyone. Right here beneath her hand, this thing. It's got to be the sticker, eh?
증거 있어?
Got proof.
로자,
Sorry, Georgia, but can I take a look at your wrist for a second? Nah, don't touch her. Far as I know, you two might be in cahoots. Now I'll layer bare, so okay, bro. So keep your eyes peeled, alright? I know this sly little fox will play dirty. Hold on now, the situation and I all feel awfully familiar. Have I seen this before somewhere?
덩치가 아깝다.
Small-minded for someone so big. Do you really have to be petty about this? And they didn't teach you that with stolen wish power comes with strict responsibility?
영화를 너무 많이 봤네. 훔치긴 뭘 훔쳐?
You've watched too many movies, man. What's stolen?
그러다가 없으면
If you find nothing, will you fold and walk out? You've got guts, fine. I'll bet all my stakes that there's a piece of the wish power on your wrist. What do you say?
똑같이
Same as yours. So one of us is about to go bust then. Scared, are you? Oh, that's cute. You get that from somewhere? Anyway, that means your words are final, eh? Oh my, this is going exactly how I remember. I'm pretty sure the conclusion was... Here it goes, let us confirm that. What's going on? I saw it. I saw the little false rubber on the wrist. There's no way.
네.
That means you're out. What a pity.
탈락이면 어떻게 되는
What
거야?
happens to the loser then?
손목이라도
Lop off a hand or something?
농담이지, 로자.
You're joking, right, Trotia? There's no point in removing a prosthetic hand. No, this can't be.
패자에게는 관대하지만 헛다리에게는 한층 더 신중해야 할 필요가 있지.
The defeated will be shown generosity, but false accusations need to be taken care of with more caution. Hang on, are you... What?
이게
What? For wing's sake, can you please give me a warning? Just a little one.
기름이랑 뇌수 새어나오는 것
Look at all the grease and spinal fluid there.
기억나 로즈?
Haha, more gores.
이거
I'm not surprised to see this.
기장에 있었던 거잖아.
Remember, Rotya? It's the trash compactor we saw at the waste. Give me 1 second. Okay, never mind. Casually turns off my mic. Because my mic has the connection to the PC, I don't know why. I don't know how this thing is set up, okay? It's a trash compactor we saw at the waste disposal on our back streets.
내가 말했지.
I told you back then.
우리 같은 무산
That we-
기업들이 단결해서 지배 계급들을 타도하고 새로운 사회를
Prolet-
건설해 나가야 한다고.
Tarians should unite to take down the ruling class and build a new society.
그러니까 네가
So then you replied,
부자들을
if you mean we should
목표에
round
납작하게
up the
몰아버려야
rich and
한다고
flatten them under one of those compactors, then I'm all for it.
정확하게는
Small correction, I said crush them and pop them. Is that so?
로자?
Or are you still unwilling to return to the
생각은 없는 거야?
Euro divine? Didn't you all hear a loud slam just now? Undoubtedly. After a quarrel about wish power and the like. What did they find out? Oh, quit clocking. And turn that clock. Gosh, please stop pushing. Okay. Unfortunately, the door we were leaning against was a flimsy wooden frame covered with rice paper. We all tumbled into the room as the door fell. Good sound. I saw that he has a king and what is that? I forgot what the J stands for.
이 오티스 참전합니다.
10 more minutes. My body is screaming at me to move. Hold on. Where are you supposed to be? Roger, how did it go?
로자.
Made new friends in the meantime. Happy or not? Sonia laid his hand of cards open on the table.
게임은 끝났어.
Game is over.
네가 이겼다.
You win,
로자.
Rodion. I have no
이
objections.
세계는 없어.
He then left through the door and didn't return. Instead, a deafeningly hollow clap suddenly filled the room. Caramba, I enjoy the spectacle, but I'm not as cool as Sonia. Since you brought your friends, why don't I introduce some of mine as well? You know, I'm pretty sure I heard a member of your syndicate that say that gambling was purely entertainment for it. So isn't this more entertaining than accepting defeat right away? You were gonna push on with force regardless of whom won, weren't you? Think about it, I have a strength and mind power, so why would I give up the golden bot because a round or three of a game said so? Then I'm actually glad you're a rebel. I was starting to get bored of sitting around you. You know what, fair, I'm with them.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
I'm gonna close this room. Oh my god. I am getting raided. Hello there, raiders. Oh my god. Wait. I did not expect to get raided today. Oh god. Thank you so much for the raid. I did not expect this. How was your stream? I hope it was all well.
해보겠습니다.
What you guys do? Oh, just finished Canto 4. Damn. I'm still on Canto too. I'm honestly so new to this game, not gonna lie. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hold on. My mods are not here to do my... My mods are not here to do the thing.
좋아, 간다.
I hope everything went well, by the way, on your side.
제가 해낸 거 맞죠? 늘 새롭다니까요.
I'm already terrified of this chapter.
해냈어요.
No worries.
잘했군. 한놈 저놈을 쏘게. 해냈어요.
Please do hydrate, by the way. And everyone else in chat.
해보겠습니다.
I've been talking so much, I'm freaking out. Oh wait, I should make an introduction for myself, but I don't know how. Man, I guess I'm trainee, I just play different games that I want. That I feel like playing. I mostly play for fun, this.
총원 돌격.
And nothing else. I'm not really much of a yapper, so excuse me.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회. 기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다.
좋으셨구만.
I just realized she has so much health. Oh god. Ah, Lord. Hold on, let me...
총원 돌격. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
That's a lot of clashes.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다.
좋은 전략입니다.
Huh, that was victory already. Yeah.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기
Yeah, yeah, level up again.
아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
1 second. Yeah, I'm level 9 now. Is this the last? Okay. Of course it costs, I don't know. Should I finish this and then I'm gonna finish this and then close everything because I am my body is protesting at me. Actually, wait, hold on. Shall I level them up? I don't know how. My team's kinda in rough, I don't know. I'm using that thing not too often, so it's the highest I have right now. Okay, well, shoot, this is gonna be a bit of a problem, it seems. What is the highest level that you can get in here? Hmm. Do I have that much confidence in my team right now? Level 15, okay. Never mind then. Nah. You know what? Hell, I'm gonna level up everyone. How? This point. I. The one problem is that I don't have enough material to level up the others, so. Or do I? No, I don't. Good to know. I'm gonna have to stay like this then.
데들레비치의 시간이다.
Okay, that's fine. Wait, I'm supposed to read this again. Trying our best not to step on the crushed remains of the TQ Crow boss, Sinclair barely managing to hold back the urge to gag when it's the elevator. Rhoda was the first to complain about dead insects during our last expedition, but here she got to the lift and pressed the basement button without a grumble. And once the group quieted down, South hit Rhoda with a barrage of pent-up questions. How'd you manage to win without even using any wish power? No, before any of that, what made you so sure that you'll win regardless?
아이고, 잠깐.
Yikes, hold your horses, girl. One question at a time, okay? Rhoda spun around, talking South into calming down, then slowly began to elaborate.
철공의 보스는 처음부터 콩콩이파 보스를 제일
The
경계했어.
TQ. But please point out if I'm butchering somebody's honor. The TQ Crow's boss had been keeping a wary eye on the Ting Tang gangs all along.
어떻게 알았지?
How'd you know that? You couldn't have read the details from his mechanical body.
당연한 얘기야.
He had every reason to. After all, it was a well-known fact to them that the gang owned a wish power extractor.
이번 도박에서
He must have been totally sure that the boss or someone representing him would make use of it for this game.
그럼
So you deliberately made it look like you were using a sticker so that he'd call you out on it?
유도를 했단 말이야.
맞아.
Yep, then I declared I'm going all in. I needed to seem suspiciously ballsy in his eyes.
모든 도박은
A winning gambler creates her own momentum and writes it.
봐봐. 너희도 내가 소망 스티커를 가지고 있는 것처럼
I mean,
생각했잖아.
look, even you guys thought I'd pop the wish stickers, right?
사실 소망 스티커를 뭐냐는 것도
If I'm being real, wish stickers and all that stuff are just hopes and desire given important sounding labels in the end.
스스로에 대한
To someone with unshakable faith in themselves, it's nothing more than a weird piece of paper.
그럴 리가.
That can't be true.
제2사의 소망
J-Corp's wish power related tech is an officially approved semi-singularity with widely proven efficacy.
수만 명의 사람들이
Thousands of people rely
매면서 의존하고 있는데
starts dying. Thousands of people rely on wish power for every aspect of their lives.
요즘 같은 시대엔 자신감을 심어주는 것만큼
I guess there's nothing like it to give people a confidence boost in this day and age.
하지만
But me, I'm
난
different.
다르다는 말- 난 옛날부터
I've always believed in myself.
믿음이 있다는
To have faith means that the mind may avoid crashing into the depths.
그 믿음
Pray tell, how does one go about acquiring that faith?
아, 그거?
Oh, that.
진짜 간단한 방법인데.
It's actually super simple. I'll let you on in one secret, so listen up.
제일 쩌는 건 나니까.
Just think, I'm the most awesome person in the world, so whatever anyone else says is crook shit.
확실히
That certainly makes sense. Post agrees as well.
묻지 않았던 쪽이 나았을지도 모르겠어.
Perhaps I shouldn't have asked at all. No, don't tell me that's how you've been treating my words. Sadly, the victor's joy didn't last long. The caverns was filled with the sounds of pickaxe struck against craggy walls, and we saw security guards keeping strict watch over a vault. It felt as though we were sending us a note of warning that we wouldn't reach the bottom so easily.
잠깐만.
Hold on a second, there was no point in us winning the game there.
왜 이렇게 숨죽여
Why do we have to be so sneaky about this? And who are those slaves picking away at rocks?
우리가 소유권을
Although we've earned
얻었지만
ownership, we have nothing proper to show as proof that we won, and we're more or less intruders to them.
저들은
In all fairness, anyone would have thought of us as thieves if they saw us awkwardly hiding near the vault.
어마어마하네요.
Quite the grand excavation. They even made
살뜰살뜰 근거까지
space to insert bolts, although while digging a tunnel. What a stunning sight. When I die, please bury me in an amount of
죽으면
cash like that. I want to fill my lungs with the scent of bills for my final breath.
그러고 보니
By the way, about that man who was at the table, did you know him from somewhere?
고향 친구지.
A friend from back home. Something tells me the history between you two runs deeper than just that.
원래 동창회란 건 그런 거야.
Greg,
그래도 지난번에 얘
love reunions are always uncomfortable. Did you feel this tension that time you ran into your former comrades?
말하면
Can't argue with that.
철창들 속에 뭔가 움직이고 있네요.
Things are moving inside these cages.
아, 애완동물이라도 기르는 걸까요?
Are they pets they might be raising, perhaps?
당신네 집에서는 철창을 부술 듯이 뒤흔드는 걸.
Does your family usually count creatures violently shaking their cages as pets?
죄종들이군요.
It's the Pecatula. Did they think they could tame abnormalities? They really would have
기가 차서
knocked 3 grown adults out with a scoff if she heard that.
유리 씨.
Yuri. Nah. Don't talk about Yuri. I was already traumatized from that freaking first chapter.
이론적으로는 가능해요.
It should be theoretically possible,
인간에 준하는 지적 능력을 지니고 있고
provided that they possess a similar level of intelligence to humans and that
검증된 관리법이 있다면요.
an empirically proven method of managing them exists, that is.
뭐
If it did work out, I guess they could have made
될 수는 있었겠네요.
good guard dog. Good to know.
어라, 이분들
I'm
자세히
taking a
보니
closer look, and these people have fingers or other parts of their bodies fit on all. Thankfully, he didn't add is this in fashion or other obnoxious remarks this time.
이런 게 유행인가 봐.
Is this in fashion these days? Almost didn't. Yeah, okay, bro. I thought we already gone through this. Why does it got to be the focus battle first for Rick? How much floor? Not that. Frick. 3 again. I don't know if I can survive that long. Their ass. Man, I'm gonna use my
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
경호원의 죄종들까지
에이.
이거 귀찮아지는데.
We've got security guards and Pecatula. This is starting to be a bother.
전 좋은 수 없어.
Got any ideas, Greg? You
선발대로
fought on the front lines before. Try something.
아이 그게 왜 지금?
What does that have? Hey, don't push! Being shoved out of cover by Rotia, Gregor stumbled forward, separated from us. Then bumping into his leg, who was busy digging away at rocks. They seemed to pause for a moment in awkwardness.
이봐.
Hey there, looks like the way things are going here isn't all too pretty for the both of us, eh?
좋게 넘어가는 거 어때?
How about we let this slide?
우린
We're not after the cash stored in that vault.
물론 돈이
I mean, wouldn't say no if we were offered it, but the point is we're just looking for a way downstairs.
귀찮은 일은 안
Not here to make any fuss. Why don't we pretend this never happened and go our own ways? 47,920,000.
4,791만 원. 4,790.
알아듣게 얘기하는
Speak some sense or I'll barf in your hands. For someone who often speaks in riddles herself, Yoshi's patience sure wore out quickly. She gripped the shit of her sword as she threatened the worker. I can say for sure,
다 분질러 버리겠다는 뜻인 것 같아요.
but I think she meant she'll break all the remaining fingers on that person's hands. At this point, I'm more scared of how quickly you got that. Must repay all the debt before I can go back to my family. They said they'll take off. I have no idea what that is. For everything 47. How much was it? Don't talk to me, I have to call.
잠깐. 거기 웬 소란이지?
What's that noise over there? Ah, shoot. Cornet Gregor suddenly started shouting in a remarkably out of character voice.
이렇게는 못 살겠다.
We can't live like this anymore. This is outrageous tyranny to tie people up and force them to dig.
다 같이
Let us rise up and fight our oppressors. Go!
돌진!
너 뭐하냐?
The hell was that?
프로파간다인가?
Propaganda. His effort has regrettably ended in failure.
들진 않았고.
그래.
Great, sweetie. Here's the thing about those people. They ended up here by living their whole life as scum. Exploiters and exploitees.
그런 되도 않는
You weren't expecting some half-baked speech to be enough to wake the revolutionary inside them, were you? Before you attempt an instigation operation next time, be sure to train your acting skills to at least an intermediate level.
그래.
Oh, Greg, have you never tried acting in your whole life?
나도 부끄러우니까.
Look, I'm embarrassed myself. Gregor's terrible acting must have agitated the security as well. That explained them opening up those lock cages in potentially risky move. Oh god, this guy's again. Frick. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit rough. I can technically use the win rate, but do I trust that? No idea.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Not gonna lie, I don't remember seeing this button.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
Stagger. Meh.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
기세가 수그러지는 반격의 기회다. 해냈어요.
Well, everyone just goes for this and alright. wish what the
명령대로 하겠습니다. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을
Well, that answered the reason why.
늘 새롭다니까요.
I keep on forgetting how much she can freaking one-shot some of these guys. Oh dear God.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
You know what, actually, I don't think I can survive this whole entire freaking floors. In a sense that I am
해보겠습니다.
dying in real life.
기세가 수그러지는 저놈을 추적해.
Oh wait, no, this is on
좋아, 간다.
좋은 전략이 반격의 기회다.
해냈어요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
Okay, that's basically I don't like the looks of this.
이게 최선이겠죠?
총원 불격.
to 0 for 1 turn. Oh dear God.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 제가 해낸 것 맞죠? 늘 새롭다니까요.
I think this is Rihanna.
해냈어요. 해냈어요.
Ah.
하라고?
Well, alright then.
나? 뭐 최선은 다해보겠다.
1 second. Seems like no one can clash with this guy. Shoot. That's the problem, right? That's enough. I still don't know what the hell is on. Okay. You know what, hell, I'm gonna do this by hand. Do not question my honor. I am not that good with strategy game. Doesn't matter which one I use. I need to go back to my chat because I'm... Yeah. What you know? Ah, crap. Capek di sana. Okay, never mind. I have less confidence when I know people are watching me doing this dumb thing. I'm surprised he even won that thing. Alright, walk out. He's staggered, that's fine. Really? Let's hit that.
명령대로 하겠습니다. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 순조로운 전략입니다.
해보겠습니다.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
잠깐. 이것들 왜 이쪽으로 오는 거지?
Why are you coming this way? Stop! I said stop.
이것들 좀
Get them away from me. Hurry! The debtors keep on swinging their pickaxes for this. Okay, I'm not. 11 counting down. Huh. We were able to find our way down using this opportunity. So we did get help from the debtors after all. Just a coincidence. Rodial replied with an apathetic look. That's a lot of things. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna continue this because it's been 3 hours and 21 minutes. And I am freaking hungry as hell. I did not eat before I stream. Well, still don't know how to do my outro, so we're doing it my usual way. Thanks for everyone who's here, who's still here. Also, once again, thanks for the raid, by the way. Lonely Tree. I don't know how else to call it. I might continue this tomorrow. I am not sure because I'm thinking about streaming another game, but I'm not sure. But we'll see, I guess. Well, let's write somebody. I don't know who to rate actually. You know what? Hold on. Omori is online, so I'm like a sole writer. Alright, cool. Well, bye bye everyone. Hope you have a great day.